from the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Ready to go.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. I think Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow! You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast powered by Air Transat.
Gayle King is quickly becoming my favorite interviewer.
What's that?
Well, after the R. Kelly one,
Oh, yeah.
right? And then she did the Jussie Smollett interview.
And she has like zero expression on her face.
Oh, she's
Which is fantastic. Like she holds her composure in a situation
Excuse me.
that would, to anyone else, you may have a different reaction.
Yeah, she's the best. So everybody's curious about your phone and whether people at Instagram and Facebook and everything else can listen into your conversations, because we've had the conversation before where I swear to God, like my phone has been not even on me, like on the table, and I've talked to people about other people. And then I go on Facebook and then I get like a friend suggestion and it's that person that I was just talking about.
Ooh.
Like it's crazy. And Gayle King sits down with Adam Mosseri, who...
Where do I know that name from?
He's the head of Instagram.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And she brings up the fact that you don't even need to search something. As long as you talk about something, an ad for that thing will show up on Instagram. And listen to this exchange.
Can you help me understand how I can be having a private conversation with someone about something I'm interested in seeing or buying, and an advertisement for that will pop up on my Instagram feed? I haven't searched for it. I haven't talked to anybody about it. Mm-hmm. I swear I think you guys are listening. I know you're going to say you're not.
I get this question all the time.
But then tell me how it happens. How does it happen?
I got it the other day because someone said, I was talking to my friend.
Yes.
And I didn't even have my phone near me.
That was me.
And then I got the ad.
That was me.
There's two ways that can happen. One is dumb luck, which can happen. The second is...
Repeatedly, but go ahead.
The second is you might be talking about something because it's top of mind, because you've been interacting with that type of content more recently. So maybe you're really into food and restaurants.
Yeah.
You saw a restaurant on Facebook or on Instagram. You maybe liked the thing. It's top of mind. Maybe that's subconscious, and then it bubbles up later. I think this kind of happens often in ways that are really subtle, but we don't look at your messages. We don't listen on your microphone. Doing so would be super problematic for a lot of different reasons. But I recognize that you're not going to really believe me on this. Yes. No, I get this once a week.
I don't believe you. I don't know how this happens repeatedly.
I don't know how to convince you.
Okay, does it happen to you? No.
I'm sure. I don't want to just say no out of the... I'm sure it's happened. I can't think of a good example, though. I get pretty good ads, though.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. No, the guy who runs Instagram, does this happen to you?
God.
No, it doesn't. It happens to everybody but me.
I'm trying to
So
think.
what does that tell you?
I'm going to have to, and everyone else right now, when you're scrolling through Instagram today, pay attention, because I always see the ads pop up. Mm-hmm. And I just assume that they are for things that maybe I've searched for on my phone already through Google or whatever. But now I'm going to pay closer attention to those ads to see if it's specifically something that I was only talking about with somebody and not searching for.
Oh, yes.
So Instagram says no.
Oh, yes.
Gayle King is like, yeah, all right.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Chantel, welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great.
Okay, so I just heard that Instagram thing. That's crazy because it happened to me yesterday with wine.
With wine?
Yeah, with wine. So someone posted a photo on Instagram of a bottle of wine, and then I was like, okay, scrolling, and then I seen a sponsored ad of wine, and I was like, what the hell? I didn't even search this.
Yeah.
Oh, but because it popped up on your feed.
So it popped up on my feed, and then right away there was a sponsored ad about wine.
There's a big thing going on right now with Google, and an insider at Google has been leaking information and communication between execs at Google, and then there's like hidden video of Google execs talking about how they are tasked with making sure that Donald Trump doesn't happen again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the argument has always been that these companies are biased.
Yeah.
And that they manipulate your suggested video feed when you go on YouTube. And certain articles on certain topics do not come up in Google searches. And that's been the argument, and they've denied it. And now there's a lot of information coming out right now that is contrary to that.
Wow, so
And
they're gaming the system.
More importantly, didn't something similar happen when you were looking up male panties?
No, that's different. See, that is ads. I specifically looked up male panties. No, it's male girdles. We were talking about one day on the show, about male girdles because I was feeling bloated and I just wanted to see if they existed. And so during the show, as a joke, I Googled male girdles. And the problem was that after that, for 6 months, every ad that popped up on every single website that I looked at was male girdles. And I leave my computer open at home a lot.
It's the FBI.
Yeah. So if your girlfriend Catherine walks by and sees your computer open, there's a chance she may see something related to male girdles.
Thanks for bringing that up more. There was a sore spot in my house. Thanks, man.
Or I was going to say, even if your 9-year-old opens up your laptop to use it for a sec.
God, don't. That's why I bought her own computer last week.
Hey, Chantel, we love you. Thanks for calling in today.
I also just want to say that you guys are amazing. You guys make my morning, and I literally laugh all the time with you guys. I used to listen to the aux all the time, but I can't do that anymore because you guys are really great.
Oh, that's so nice.
What the hell's the aux?
The aux cord. She used to plug her phone into the car and listen to something on her phone.
People don't call that the aux.
Everybody does.
No, you would just say you're listening to the thing that you're listening to.
No, aux cord, man.
No, the aux cord.
No.
Listen,
You guys don't
Chantel,
know. You don't
don't
know.
worry. I know what you're talking about. It's all good.
Nobody says that. Stop it.
Us millennials do. Love you, Chantel.
Love you guys. Have a great day.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Yo, Sarah, what's up?
Not much. Just waiting for your call.
Okay.
All right, Sarah, it's Roz and Mocha. Here we go.
Okay, Sarah, you write us this. Roz and Mocha, FML, Fix My Life. My husband and I have moved in with my family to save money. Sounds great. Smart move. He pees standing. No one in my family does, boys included. We've talked about not leaving pee stains under the toilet seat. I thought he fixed his habits, but when I saw at the bathroom at the bottom of the seat around where the joint is, there are still pee stains that I end up cleaning up. How do I bring it up to him again? We've already had a few fights about this. Now that we're living with other people, I don't want it to be an inconvenience.
Yeah.
Them boy pee problems, huh?
Okay. First of all, I'm just going to tell you one thing out of the gate, okay? Finding a solution to this, because there is a solution to this. The one thing you need to stop doing is policing your husband's penis.
Okay. Okay. So that's not really
right?
a solution.
Because you know what? You're his wife, but you're acting like his mama. And nobody wants their wife to mama their penis.
Okay.
Like, I wonder if because of this, he's just doing it on purpose now.
Yeah.
No, it's gotten much better.
Okay,
It's gotten much better. So now it's more like a splatter stain rather than actual
Here's the thing.
stain.
Where is the pee? Where's the pee? When you find the pee, where's the pee?
So it's under the toilet. It's like, you know where the...
At the back of the toilet seat,
joint-
right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Where at the back, Roz, where the tank is, at the base of the tank, there's that little space between the tank and where the opening of the toilet is.
Yes.
Right? In
Okay.
that little flat area.
Okay. And all the men in your family, you say, sit to pee.
From what I remember, from what I know, we're a family of girls, so we only have one brother and a dad.
So wait, so your brother and your dad sit to pee?
Yes.
No, there's no way. Every single time?
I can ask them.
Now, do they do it out of choice, or were they forced to do it by your mom?
I think it was just the way that they learned. Like, it's just a cultural thing.
Okay.
So it's just the way that they learned.
Okay,
and I
here's
think
what I know.
Public bathrooms are different.
As a guy who stands to pee, the one thing you cannot help is when you got that direct aim, sometimes, depending on the force of the pee, water will splash out. Right? Now, the courteous thing, what I do, at least, in our house, is if I see any type of little bit of splatter on the edge of the toilet, I will grab a piece of toilet paper and I'll wipe it up, flush it with the pee.
Yeah. I think that that's the solution is you can't force your husband to sit to pee, okay? Because you still want to have an intimate relationship with him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to ruin that the more you force him to sit to pee.
When was the last time you guys fought about this situation?
When we lived on our own a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So when we moved in with my family, it was like this can't happen again because other people are going to be using the bathroom with us.
That's the line that kills it right there. You can't say, listen, this can't happen again.
The suggestion is this. After you whiz, okay, regardless of if you see anything or not, your habit should just be grab 3 squares and just wipe down the bowl. Give it one quick swing, like whoosh, all the way around. Done. And then down goes the toilet paper. That should be the conversation, is just changing the habit of what he does after he pees, not forcing him to sit to pee. Now, I will say this. Yeah, guys, yes, of course, guys pee and it goes everywhere. One thing that women, for the most part, that I've met in my life are oblivious to is the lady splashback. I dated a girl years ago, okay, who lived in a house with only girls.
Okay.
That toilet seat was never up. Only when I would come over. And when I went over there, I would lift the toilet seat to go pee. When I lifted that toilet seat to go pee and put it in an upright position, it would rain splashback on the underside of the toilet all the way down and soak the rim of the bowl.
Wow.
So that's where the stains are.
Yeah. Is there a chance that when your husband stands to pee, that pee you see on the base of the lifted seat is not his, and what it is the collective pee from everyone in your house that sits to pee, and it's the splashback on the underside of the toilet seat that then runs down?
I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. When you finish going pee, do you lift up the toilet seat to see if there's any splashback under there?
I do not.
Why not?
Because girls don't splash.
Oh, you're wrong about that, though.
Okay.
Girl splashback is a thing.
If you want to find out for sure, I'm almost positive we can get like some DNA swabs or something.
Yes. I want to take a kit to your house.
We could CSI this entire situation.
Yes. The reality of this is that everybody just needs to be clean, okay? Just tell your husband, don't try and police your husband's wiener, okay? It's weird to have the woman you love and are intimate with to start dictating to sit to pee. The whole thing is weird. You're going to ruin your relationship over this. Just tell him we're going to change the habits. When you're done, okay, 3 squares of toilet paper, wipe down the whole thing, throw it in, whether there's something there or not. That's just the habit that we're all going to get into.
Great.
All right,
Sarah, easy solution.
Yeah, and stop mothering his wiener.
Somebody legit just texted me and they said collected pee for sure. So it could be your problem, Sarah.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks, Sarah.
Bye.
All right, girl, love you. Hashtag wipe that bowl.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life. Only on Kiss.
Well, it's been 15 years since The Notebook was released.
How long?
15 years.
Since The Notebook came out. That's incredible.
Ryan Gosling, Rachel McAdams.
And those two are really in love as well in real life. Briefly. It was incredible to watch that. It's true love we were watching. It really was. And to celebrate this wonderful anniversary of The Notebook, why not open up the Johnny Depp School of Acting? If this is your first time hearing the Johnny Depp School of Acting, how it goes is that Johnny Depp doesn't memorize his own lines for scripts when he's doing a movie. There was a story that came out that said that Johnny wears an earpiece in his ear when he's shooting and then has somebody feed him his lines who sits with a script offset.
Yeah.
And as we've discovered, it is very difficult to do that. So Damnit Maury has an earpiece in his ear right now. Damnit Maury, good morning.
Good morning.
And I will be feeding Maury his lines. So, Mocha, you are going to be playing young Allie.
Oh, such an honor. Such an honor.
Maury, you will be playing the part of young Noah.
Finally.
Okay.
This, by the way, is the what do you want scene. The famous What Do You Want scene.
Okay. Johnny Depp School of Acting, Notebook, 15-year anniversary. Maury and Mocha, scene 1, take 1, and action.
Stay with you? For what? Look at us. We're already fighting.
Well, that's what we do. We decided to serve up steak, and you know what? When you're being a pain in the ass, you're a pain in the ass 99% of the time. I'm not afraid to climb the tree. You do the ass pain in the ass thing.
Okay, so what?
Oh, sorry. My bad.
That's you, Noah.
Line.
Okay, I'll pick it up from so what.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So what?
So it's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard, and we're going to have to be working the eggs every day. We want you. I want all of you. Forget about you every day. We will do and pee and you and 40 years. What's it life? What's that guy go? What you really wanted, but you take it easy, you wheezy wee, right?
What? He saved on his insurance with Geico? What happened?
Okay, hold on here.
I think we got to back it up.
Let's take it from the top here. Okay, so Johnny Depp School of Acting, Maury and Mocha, the 15-year anniversary of The Notebook.
Yeah.
Again, Mocha playing young Allie, Maury playing young Noah.
Yeah.
Okay, and take 2, and action.
Stay with you? What for? Look at us. We're fighting.
Roz, what are you talking about?
I don't think young Noah in The Notebook started his response with Ross, what are you talking about?
Okay. Take 3 and action.
Stay with you? What for? Look at us. We're already fighting.
Well, that's what they're talking about. You're talking about when you're being an arrogant. Whoa. Which you are not, but depending at the time. I don't want to hurt your feathers. You don't want to breathe beast.
Did he just say, I don't want to hurt your feathers?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, happy 15-year anniversary to The Notebook.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
We talk about Air Transat's Kids Club a lot on the podcast, and one guy that listens to our podcast, who goes by the name of Daniel, said he only discovered the Air Transat Kids Club because we talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, which is amazing, and I cannot say enough great things about this program. So if you got a kid between 2 and 11, it's free to sign them up. You just go on the website, you sign up your kid. Now, what you get, the sort of benefits from having a kid enrolled in Kids Club, they get travel goodies on the plane. That's one thing. When you're on the plane, they treat your kids really, really well. You get free seat selection. The big one, though, is the dedicated check-in counter when you get to the airport.
Oh,
okay,
so good.
Because you avoid so much hassle when you're traveling with little kids when you do have that dedicated check-in counter.
You also get that pre-boarding in economy class, which is
never happens.
A big deal, and
No.
it never happens. Again, it's free for kids ages 2 to 11. Air Transat's Kids Club. You also get priority baggage handling, stroller gate delivery service, which again is another big deal. Plus, you can right now get entered to win an exciting family vacation. You can do so by visiting them online at airtransat.com. Okay, what now? You want
to take a phone call?
Yes.
Sure.
Hey, Sebastian, what's up, man? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hey, man.
All right, Roz.
What's going on?
Sebastian commented on Instagram, @Kiss925.
Yeah.
And this is a question specifically for you.
Okay.
And it says, what's the story behind the name Roxy for your daughter? I also have a daughter named Roxy, and I want to compare.
Now, is your kid just straight up Roxy, or is she Roxanne?
It's Roxana.
Roxana. See, my kid is just straight up Roxy.
Yeah, see, that was kind of my other question was, is it short for something? Is it Roxanne?
No.
Is it Roxana?
No.
Because we kind of battled between me and my wife a little bit between the Roxanne and Roxana. So, and I honestly just, sorry to butt in, but it was actually you that put Roxy on the map for us as a name for our child.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because we listened to the show, we listened to the podcast, and then when we had a short list, we were like, what about Roxy? And then it was like, yeah, but then we went with Roxana and Roxy for short, but it was actually because of you that it became a thing.
So, Sebastian, how old is your Roxy?
Almost 18 months.
Oh, congratulations!
Okay, so a year and a
first of
half.
all.
Congrats.
Thanks.
How's everybody
Yeah.
doing? Everyone's good?
Everybody's good. Everybody's great.
Yeah,
Okay, and your daughter, Roz, she is 9 and a half now. Yeah.
I'll tell you, my whole thing with names and short forms and all that stuff, I'm like, just name your kid the thing you're going to call your kid.
Yeah.
Right? That was my whole thing, because we were like, well, what do you want to do? And then you start thinking of all these names and you're like, yeah, but so you could name them this and then call them this. And I'm like, well, then why don't we just name her that?
Yeah.
So how Roxy happened was, we thought at the beginning that we were going to have a boy. And we were going back and forth between two names for boys. And what we had landed on is, if it was a boy, we were going to call him Rocket. And
Sick.
I
love it.
the first round of boy names that we had, where I was really leaning towards calling him Rocky Apollo.
Oh, sick.
Right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because everybody in my family, the guys in my family are all RAW. So Catherine and I had already agreed on that if it's a boy, it's going to be RAW to sort of carry on that thing. But we thought we were having a boy, and then we find out we're having a girl, and Catherine's like, well, we can still do that. And I was like, okay, cool. And then we started throwing around our names, and immediately the name both of us said was Roxy.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh, that's so
immediately.
nice.
And that was just it, right? And then we were stuck on the middle name for an A, and we both landed on Alabama.
Uh-huh.
So that's how we got that. But if it was a boy, we were going to call him Rocket or Rocky. And Roxy was it was a no-brainer for us. We both loved the name, and we didn't want to expand on it at all. We wanted her to just be straight up Roxy. And I'll tell you, the cool thing about having a little girl named Roxy is Roxy, the fashion line, the surf line, right?
Oh, yeah.
They have a fantastic kids collection.
Yeah.
So all of Roxy's flip-flops say Roxy on them. Like, she has her own towel when she goes to the beach that says Roxy on it. She has hats that say Roxy on it. She has Roxy bed sheets. She has all this stuff.
Yeah.
And when kids are really little, they love that.
Of course.
Right? So if I were you, I would dip in and start buying, like when you see Roxy stuff on sale on eBay or Amazon or whatever it is, I'd buy it up. But that's the story behind the name.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, for us, it was just, we wanted a name that just not everybody else had. Like, I'm sure Roxy hasn't encountered a lot of other Roxys in school, right?
No.
So that was something that was kind of big for us. Like, we didn't want a top 20 girls name kind of name, you know?
Yeah. And Mocha, with Cruz, Cruz is just his name. It's not like Cruznaldo that you then just call him Cruz, right? Like it's not Cruz for short, right?
I have yet to meet a Cruznaldo.
But it's not Cruz for short,
it's
right?
just Cruz.
Okay, I didn't know because I didn't know if I was offending you by saying okay.
Oh man.
Hey Sebastian, thanks so much for the call, man.
Yeah, no problem. I'm a huge fan. Listen to every podcast multiple times. You guys are the best.
Oh damn, that's crazy. Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
This is easy for me, and it's Roz.
Oh wow.
No offense, Mocha, you're the best. I love wrestling too, but Roz is just kind of, he's smooth and cool. What
Shut up, dude. Say Mocha next time, okay?
Thanks, Sebastian.
Later.
Yeah,
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So we were on vacation last week. It's so great to be back. It's the last week of school for everybody. It's awesome. And the Damnits, Dammit Maureen and his husband, Dammit Matthew, vacationed last week. And they did a bunch of stuff, like mini adventures. And all this week, we're going to be hearing what they did on vacation. And so their vacation started with a trip down to the Harborfront Canoe and Kayak Center, as millions of people do. Like, the idea of canoeing with your lover is supposed to be romantic.
It sounds beautiful.
Thank you.
We had like gorgeous weather this week. Like, imagine like that Toronto skyline.
It's magic.
Oh,
it's magic.
My heart will go on. And the Damnits got into a canoe. And this is what happened.
This is gonna be fun.
It's not gonna be fun. You know how I feel? I don't like aquatics. Or your PFD?
What's a PFD?
Yeah.
Personal flotation device.
Oh.
Oh my God. This requires 2 paddles, right?
One for
two
you, one for
each
me.
or one?
No, one for each.
Oh my God. I know what the people on the Titanic felt like now.
Okay, so Matthew, you're over
It's
at the front.
definitely wider than I thought.
That's what she said. So get in over at the front.
So that's the front.
No, I don't want you controlling this. I rather, no.
No, I know how to steer.
Okay, how do these have a tendency to tip? They don't?
No.
This thing is gonna tip on one end.
Why?
Maury.
What?
Don't you dare move this thing. No, I know I will get off this thing, and this pole is long enough for me to hit you with it. God, I'm wearing the wrong underwear for this. I swear, a drip of water touches me.
You're on the water.
Divorce. No, what? Oh my God!
I'm paddling backwards to turn us. I'm paddling backwards to turn us.
I will lose my mind if I fall in this water. Ah! Maury! Oh my God, don't you dare.
Do you see the waves?
Okay, I don't like this. Oh my God, Maury! Oh my God. Ah! Maury! I feel like you need to lose 10 pounds before we can get on this thing again next time.
Oh, you're not earthy.
This is not earthy, this is water. I'd like the earth. I like to go back on soil. Do you know Jay-Z's yacht? That's what I need. What? Oh my God. Stop! Embarrassing me in front of all these people. It's just not for me.
But I'm doing all the work.
Yes, as you should. Ah!
Did you have fun?
No, I did not have fun.
I'm just trying to do things that bring us closer together.
I like being on land. Okay, thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Are we ready to get into the danger zone with the Damnits?
Yeah. See, in my head, I'm with you on this. I'm into, the Damnits getting on a plane in flight suits, high-fiving right before they board, helmets, fist bumping.
Sure.
But really, this was a romantic thing that Maury tried to do. This was a sort of evening sunset romantic trip around the city in one of those little small planes that they do down with Fly GTA. And Matthew and Maury fight about everything.
Everything.
And I didn't think that this one was going to be a big deal. When Maury said that they were going on a plane, I'm like, finally something that Matthew's going to be into and might actually find romantic.
But here's how the conversation started when Maury brought it up with him.
I'm burnt out. I think I have sunstroke.
Matthew, tell me you're ready for another outing.
What?
We have to go.
Go where?
We're going to do something romantic.
Oh no. Where?
It's a surprise.
No, I don't do surprises. Come on.
We are going on a little sunset flight around downtown Toronto.
No way, I'm not doing that. No, Maury, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
No, I'm dead serious. I'm not doing that. No, you're lying to me. I know you are.
No, that's what we're doing.
I am not doing that. I don't get on those small planes, period.
That's why I booked it as a short little around and down.
No.
Around and down.
I'm really not doing that.
Yes.
I have a terrifying fright of those kind of flights.
You'll be fine.
No, I don't like those small planes. I will not go on those planes, period. End of discussion. No ifs, ands, or buts. Cancel the plane.
Okay, so after that conversation, they drove to the airport. And before getting on the plane, I guess as the pilot is explaining, going through safety procedures.
They
with
just
them.
need to shut
God, I thought this was bigger. Oh my God, I'm freaked out.
Okay, so this is your main entrance and exit. Okay, this will come up. There's instructions on the door handle on how to open it. It's right here.
Wait, but we would never need to open the door.
Well, I mean, if you want to get out after the fight.
Oh, yes, okay.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. And I just it was romantic, right? More it's God, man.
So they're on the plane.
Oh, no.
Tiny little plane.
It's tiny, too.
Tiny little plane.
It's like a minivan.
Up in the air, circling around Toronto.
Not afraid of the height. It's the turbulence. Like, it's so shaky, and my ears are popping.
Okay, what do you see?
My light flashing before my eyes. Oh my God. It just feels like a dinky little... The sudden dips, I don't understand. Ah! Wow, it looks like the city looks so small from up here, you know? Oh my God. No. Ave Maria, shake grasa.
Okay, did you enjoy it? We're about to land.
I did. Oh my God, I really liked it. Oh wow. Oh my God, I felt like the engine just shut off. Oh my God, this is not how I thought the landing would be.
Yay! Applaud!
I did it.
I did it.
How was that?
That was honestly amazing and better than I thought.
Was it as romantic as you hoped for?
No, nothing romantic about it.
Do we kiss now?
No.
That's the Damnits on vacation in a little plane.
I love it.
And we will continue tomorrow where Dammit Maury takes Dammit Matthew
Oh, God.
to the Edge Walk at CN Tower.
Why would you do that?
You heard the way he freaked out on the plane. What makes you think he's going to be A-okay with Edge Walk at CN Tower?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hi, it's Roz and Mocha.
Hi, Roz. Hi, Mocha.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. I just wanted to call because poor Maury, he tries so hard, and that thing that he did with the plane was so cute.
I agree. It was romantic. It was supposed to be romantic.
I think a lot of things that Dammit Maury tries to do with his husband comes from a great place. It comes from, a really nice gesture. It's just that the things that he chooses are not things that Dammit Matthew's into at all.
I had this great vision while we were on vacation, and I knew Maury was doing all this stuff with Matthew. And as fun and awesome and just interesting as it is listening to the Damnits do this stuff, I just kept having this vision of just how wildly entertaining, more so than they are now, the Damnits would be if they were rich.
Oh my God.
Oh, like, you know what? Actually, if they were like the Good Life, what is the one with Paris Hilton and that Nicole girl?
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Simple Life.
Yeah.
The Simple Life.
Yeah.
But if they had done that with money.
Yeah, like if they were rich, where they could just, because right now, like, they like to turn their nose at a lot of things, but really they know they are the thing that they're turning their nose at. But man, if they were rich, it would be so great.
Hey, what's your name?
My name's Angel.
Thank you so much for calling in today.
Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Or hello.
Hi, guys.
Hi, who's this?
This is Pam.
What's up, Pam?
Yeah, so I was just wondering, why does Damon Maury and Damon Matthew have the same first name?
It's Dammit, not Damon.
Oh, Damon.
No, damn it. Like, damn it.
Oh, damn.
Like what you say when you stub your toe.
You say, damn it, not Damon.
Oh, my goodness.
You thought it was Damon Maury and Damon Matthew?
I did.
What do everybody else confuse it for?
They always, the one thing that consistently pops up is David Maury.
Oh, right, David Maury.
People think that it's David Maury.
Yeah, no, it's Dammit Maury.
Oh, I feel so stupid.
No. As in, and it's not like a name, it's in like, damn it, Maury.
Yeah, like,
right.
Damn it. Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, Pam, how long have you been listening to the Roz and Mocha Show?
For a long time.
Okay, so we've been on the radio for almost 10 years now. Dammit Maury, a.k.a. David Maury, a.k.a. Damon Maury, has been on the radio with us for almost that amount of time.
Yeah.
Are you telling us that the entire time you thought his name was Damon Maury and that he married a guy named Damon Matthew?
I honestly only started hearing about Matthew recently. I don't know why. So I just thought
Maury
his
keeps
name was
Maury keeps his
Damon
marriage a
Maury.
secret from most people.
don't know. I oh my gosh. Okay, you guys have to make fun of me.
No, we're not making fun.
Oh, come on. We got Maury for that. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's all joke. It's jokes. Come on.
Yeah. Well, damn it, Maury.
But no, it is 100% damn it, Maury.
And damn it, Matthew.
Right.
Damn it, Matthew. Okay, got it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Last week, the Roz and Mocha Show were on vacation. Damn it, Maury decided to take that time.
Live it up.
That he had to live it up. But live it up with his husband because he wanted to do stuff as a couple.
Like adventure-y staycation type stuff around the city.
Fun things. Yeah. Super fun. Things that he thought that Damn Matthew would appreciate.
No.
For example, they went canoeing. That didn't go as planned.
Maury! Oh my God, don't you dare.
Do you see the waves?
Okay, I don't like this. Oh my God, Maury. Oh my God. Maury!
It's a canoe.
They took a romantic sunset flight above the city of Toronto in a super tiny plane.
Yeah.
And just convincing Damn It Matthew to get into that plane was a task in itself.
You'll be fine.
No, I don't like those small planes. I will not go on those planes, period. End of discussion. No ifs, ands, or buts. Cancel the plane.
So the flight didn't get canceled and they went.
Wow. Yeah. And today, which is awesome, what we're going to hear today, and today actually happens to be the CN Tower's birthday. 43 today.
Happy birthday, CN Tower.
Who knew, huh? And so last week, what they had done was they did the edge walk, which I have not done and I will not do. And I still cannot believe that Maury convinced Matthew to do edge walk.
Well, here's how the conversation started before going to the CN Tower.
Okay, so I thought we would go and do something fun, so I booked us for something.
Okay, I hope it's the spa.
No, it's the edge walk.
What makes you think I want to go on the edge walk?
A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
It's the week off. Why are you even booking anything on my days off?
Because I thought that it would be fun to actually do things together than except for sitting on the couch.
I want to sleep. I don't sleep. I live here. I don't need to go up the CN Tower. I see the CN Tower.
Yeah, from below. See it from within.
I don't need to see it from within. I like worm's eye view, not bird's eye views.
So we have to go now.
What?
We have to go now.
No.
Yeah.
So, oh my God. I'm with Matthew on this one. Hell no.
All right, Matthew and Maury, this is your official welcome to the edge walk.
Oh my God. No. I told you I didn't want to do this. I'm freaking out right now. 1 foot.
What if I push you?
Don't you dare.
What if I push you?
How are you feeling right now?
The wind makes it scarier.
That's fair. Every activity I will also demonstrate it first, and then I'll give you a chance to do it one by one, okay? Okay. First one is a warm-up.
Yeah.
It's called Toes Over Toronto. It's exactly what it sounds like.
How about a new one? Toes up my husband's.
Hey, come on. You go first. No, you go first. I'm too scared.
You're the one that brought me up here, and now you're scared to do this.
Yeah, come on. Go ahead.
No.
Go.
Yeah, I'm going to do it first, so that when you do it next, I'm going to throw you off.
Maury, how do you feel about going first? You want Matt to go first? All right.
So if I die, you can feel everything? It really feels like I'm jumping off this building.
You're a quick learner. I like that.
Oh my God.
Then don't look down then. Where am I supposed to look down?
Maury, if you drag my ass all the way up here, you're not even going to do this.
Goes over Toronto. It was a warm-up. Now, what do you two think it was a warm-up for?
Oh my God, no. That's not happening.
Yeah, so this is the lean back right here, all right? So that's what we're working up towards.
Okay, all you have to do is sit down and lean back.
No. Ain't nobody sitting or leaning back.
No. Sit down and lean back.
The only time I lean back is at the club.
Come on. Are you not embarrassed?
Oh, shame him.
What I'm thinking is if you're in front of me and you help me.
Would you like that? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What? You ready? Let's do this. Okay. There you go. That's it right there. That's it right there. You had it.
Oh.
That was it, Maury.
No, I don't think
that was it right there.
I don't know.
We need pictures.
What? I definitely can't do it up there.
Wow. Did he wind up doing it? No, he didn't lean back. So lean back is with your back to the city, right?
Yeah, it's the famous picture that people always post on social,
right?
Where you're leaning. It looks like you're sitting down, leaning over the edge, with your back to the city.
No, there's no chance. How was it after that, Moore? Did you guys, was he mad at you? How long was he mad at you for? He must have been mad at you your whole vacation.
Yeah.
You just tortured the man.
We went downstairs to the 360 for dinner. We didn't really talk during dinner.
Not at all, huh?
Oh, no. That romantic setting at that beautiful restaurant? No talking?
Yeah, no talking.
No. Have you talked since?
Yeah, because he saw the pictures and how great they were.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So the Damnits on vacation. Well, we were off last week. Dammit Maury and his husband, Dammit Matthew, did like a bunch of little mini staycation adventures. And they just fight. That's just what they do. They just fight. They fought when they went canoeing. They fought.
Maury! Oh my God, don't you dare.
Do you see the waves?
Okay, I don't like this. Oh my God, Maury. Oh my God. Maury!
Sounds like they had fun.
They fought right before Maury arranged a tiny little airplane to take a romantic sunset trip around the city.
You'll be fine.
No, I don't like those small planes. I will not go on those planes, period. End of discussion. No ifs, ands, or buts. Cancel the plane.
Yo, I saw Dammit Matthew, though, on his Instagram, posted some beautiful pictures, and he looked like he had fun.
Oh, yeah, right? Until you hear it. And he tortured him with edgewalk and everything else. And they also went down to the rec room to do the VR experience, which I did the Star Wars one, and it's incredible.
Yeah, and they have a Wreck-It Ralph one.
Yeah, and
Ghostbusters one,
and the one that was there was Nicodemus, Demon of Evanishment, and this is the horror VR, so it's scary. And so this is Dammit Maury and his husband, Dammit Matthew, last week on vacation doing the VR adventure down at Rec Room.
I can see you.
Oh my God.
You look like a very 1920s man.
Walkway of tomorrow. What? Oh my God.
Where are you going? What the
Oh my God.
Is this like a roller coaster or something?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Where the are you?
Where are you?
Sounds like fun.
Oh my God. Jesus. No, this cannot. I'm going to kill him.
It's alive.
Doesn't tell me it's a horror one. Ew, it feels so real.
Okay, I'll just put this back. Do I open this?
Can I ask where Maury is this entire time?
What?
Wow, you guys harmonized.
Are we done?
Oh my God. Maury, I went to the chiropractor today and now he threw out everything. Evanishment. Is that a word? I look like Jesus or the Pope. This better be the ending.
Can I lift my head?
Yep.
Holy hell.
Wow, yeah. So, by the way, the whole purpose of Nicodemus and what you were listening to is that it all takes place in, I guess, like an old world's fairgrounds, and the purpose is, quote, explore the abandoned exhibits and don't get caught by the demon.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Nicki Minaj on her podcast. Did you hear this?
What happened?
So she goes off on Miley Cyrus on her.
Miley Cyrus?
Yeah.
Yo, that story. They had beefs is 4 years now?
And she goes back to, remember when Miley was on stage with Robin Thicke? And
yeah, dude, that was 2015.
And she had those booty shorts on, and everybody said that her butt looked like chicken. Remember that?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Miley, Nikki on her podcast starts going off on Miley like crazy, and then starting to talk about how she, in the new Netflix show, she comes out in a pink wig, and then she's biting my style with the pink wig. But Nikki keeps mentioning Purdue chicken.
Oh,
right?
no.
And Purdue chicken is a brand of chicken in the States they're like very popular sort of in the eastern United States. And before we get to Purdue chicken's response, let's... Yeah. So before we get to Purdue chicken's response, here is what Nikki said about Miley.
A Purdue chicken can never do about Queens. But I do notice a lot of Purdue chickens recently have been trying to say the Queen's name for clout. And that's what she did in the first place. And then she cried, you know, the white girl cried and made black girls seem like she was a bad guy. In the first place, she disrespected me in a magazine article for no reason. I had just seen her after she was sucking Mike Will's in the studio. Like, you sucked all that only to come out looking like a Purdue chicken on the stage and then got mad and went back to country music. So stupid. Now you coming out with pink wigs. Oh, you want to be Nikki.
Wow. Okay.
Boy.
Yeah. And I had no idea that they still had this kind of beef. So
this kind of chicken.
So Purdue chicken then gets into this and say, thanks for the mention, Nicki Minaj. but we don't know nothing about beef.
Why is Nicki Minaj hanging on to?
I have no idea, man. She's angry
this
at
Miley Cyrus stuff, man.
She's angry at Miley. Well, a story came out like 2 weeks ago where there was a YouTuber who went off on Miley for comments on hip hop and rap that Miley had made a few years back after she did Bangers, where she was saying that it was the sort of misogynistic aspect of hip hop is what pushed her out of hip hop after Bangers. And then she went back to country, and a lot of people took that as racial overtones. And then Miley actually commented in the comment section of this YouTuber's post and explained herself and apologized. So Miley's stance on hip hop and things that she said about hip hop and people like Nicki in the past is all back. It's all back. And now all these people have podcasts. And Miley, I think Miley's really turned it around in the last few years, right? I really do. I think that Miley is, she's not who she was with that attitude and everything else during Bangers. But Nicki does not care about that.
Oh, she sure doesn't.
Nicki is still Purdue chicken. You dissed me years ago, and now I have a podcast. Purdue chicken was trending all weekend.
Thanks for the sales increase, Nikki.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Daniela, welcome to Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
Hey, guys. How you guys doing?
Real
good. How are you today?
I'm good.
So, Daniela, you wrote us this. Roz and Mocha FML was married in 2013 and wanted a divorce in 2016. He wasn't very happy with the decision. The last 3 months, he stalked me, called the cops on me, and locked me out of our townhouse. After 2 years, he finally signed the divorce papers, and we were legally divorced in 2018. I blocked his number because I didn't think we needed contact, and the divorce was over. I do check my blocked numbers once in a while, and there were some texts from him. Now, the last one was to go for drinks because he wanted to ask me something. We ended up grabbing coffee instead. After that night, I kept getting texts from him to hang out again. It's like he thinks we're friends again. How do I get him out of my life? Do I just keep ignoring his texts, or do I call him out on it? Wow.
Hey, Daniela, when you said in your note that he asked to go out with you for drinks because he wanted to ask you something,
Yeah.
what did he want to ask you?
Well, he was having issues with his ex-girlfriend, and he wanted me to be a witness for something with the cops. And I'm seriously.
Yo, you need to... This man, ruined a part of your life where you said he, locked you out of the townhouse and he stalked you and this, that, and the other. What more to say than to leave him alone or have him leave you alone? Walk away from that situation.
Yeah.
So when you guys initially got divorced, you left him, right?
Yes.
Why did you leave him?
I just wasn't happy with the marriage, just the way things were going. It was kind of like we were roommates. We weren't a team. He wasn't helping me with anything around the house.
Right.
He was always with the neighbors. There were red flags from the beginning, but I didn't realize until later on.
But there was nothing weird. There was nothing weird about him, or
well, kind of the stalking part. At first, I didn't think it was him, and then when I was talking to a lot of my friends and coworkers, they were like, "No, Daniela, it's him."
What do you mean
And
stalking?
Wait, stalking while you guys were married?
When I said I wanted a divorce, and that's when everything. Yeah. So we were still living together, and I would get weird messages from him.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, they're not from me. And I'm like, well, they're coming from your number. So it kind of reminded me of that show that's on Netflix, that You.
When you split with him, how definitive were you?
I was straight up. I told him, like, listen, I'm not happy with how our marriage is going. I want a divorce. And he's like, no, let's talk about it. Let's go to counseling. And I asked previously to go to counseling, and he never wanted to.
Yeah, oftentimes when that happens, when somebody doesn't take it well, it's because, one, they're a little bit blindsided by it, and two, they don't feel that they've been given a chance to, make something right. But also, they're not the sole reason that something is turned into a roommate situation. That takes two people.
That's true, yeah.
And that hurts. Like it really does. And so I'm guessing there's a part of him that feels like his wife just walked out on him because she's just not happy with the way things are going. Well, guess what?
What?
You got to work on stuff like that. Okay. And I'm not saying this. I'm just saying that, when you guys get into something and you make a commitment, the first sign that things aren't going right, you got to try and fix it. Like you got to try, like in my head, he's thinking, why are we not doing everything to try and fix this? Like, did you love him or did you not love him?
Well, I think I did. And then it was just like a couple years after the marriage, it was just because we were together for 7 years.
Sure.
And then 3 years of it, we were married.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just after that, it just seemed like maybe he got comfortable, and he just.
I think that he just felt blindsided a little bit. Now, as far as getting somebody out of your life, the thing that we've said all the time is you have to be compassionate, but you have to be blunt. Okay.
Right.
There cannot be any doors left open. There cannot be any, listen, this is just how I feel now. I don't know how I'm going to feel down the road. There's none of that. It has to be I do not love you. And I really don't want you in my life.
It sounds to me like you, Daniela, have already made that decision like long ago. I don't even think you love that guy.
Yeah, but now he thinks they're friends again, is what I'm saying.
At the end of the marriage. And I think like you cared about him and you don't want anything bad to happen to him. But again, here's a guy who locked you out of your own home and called the cops on you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't need him in your life. And you said straight up, I want a divorce. I'm not happy. Boom.
Yeah.
You need to stop answering his texts and his phone calls and like don't go out with him anymore.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Yeah, the only reason he messaged me because I didn't hear from him from like a couple months, and then all of a sudden I get a message because he broke up with his girlfriend that he was with.
And you'd be surprised at what people will do to get somebody back in their life. I don't think that there's any truth to the I need you to be a witness for the thing with my ex-girlfriend thing.
No.
It's just a way to contact you and get you back in his life again.
Yeah.
And sort of build a bridge regardless of what it is. It's some sort of line of communication. If you can talk about this one issue, over coffee, maybe you can, celebrate the end of the issue together over drinks. And the next thing you know, you guys are a couple again and living happily ever after. I don't believe for a second, but if you don't want the man in your life, you don't have kids together, right?
No, we don't.
Okay.
I have cats and they're my kids. But
Sure.
Wait, I have a super important question.
Of course.
The night that you guys got together for coffee, did you have sex after?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, no. I just want to make sure.
So
no. There was never that makeup sex or anything like that people talk about.
Okay.
No.
Well, yeah, you have to be blunt, but still be compassionate. Okay, but do not leave any doors open.
All right. Well, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Do your thing, girl.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Love you.
Take
Take
care.
care.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life. Only on Kiss.
I want to go back into this happiness story that they did.
Okay.
Where how happiness correlates to how much money you make.
It's ironic that you're doing the story.
Why?
Because he's never happy.
Oh. No, I just have a different feeling towards happiness. I don't strive for happiness.
It just comes.
No, I don't. I wind up being like happiness to me is just not it's not. It's
you're
not
happiest when you're not happy.
No, like I want like purpose and I want responsibility and I want.
Oh God, I want none of that.
I want to be around people who I love, but seeking specific happiness as just generally being happy, I don't think that that's all that realistic. I don't think that you can be happy all the time. I think you can be content.
Sure.
I'm quite fine with that.
I mean, Mocha's happy all the time.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I'd say
But like happy though, like not like I think there's a difference between being content and comfortable and where you feel secure and loved to happiness.
I'm not.
Yeah. Like happiness is I have quite a few moments of happiness. Sure. But would I say I'm happy all the time? No.
I don't think anybody can be happy all the time.
But that's what people want though. When they strive for happiness, they want that feeling. And I don't know if it's sustainable or even realistic. So a new study found that higher earning Canadians are happier. The happiness index said only 44% of those making $40,000 a year or less reported high level of happiness. The number rose to 58% for those people with incomes above 80 grand a year. Years ago, there was a study done, and it was fascinating, where it was one of these things where they judged the happiness compared to what people made, and they came up with a number. And at that time, and I'm sure with inflation and the way that everything is now, that number would be a little bit higher. But 90 was the magic number, where what they found was that people who made $90,000 a year, who gauged their sort of contentment and happiness in life, scored the exact same as people who made $900,000 a year. So what they found was 90 was the cutoff.
Yeah.
So you were never, when it comes to the relationship between money and self-fulfillment or happiness, 90 was the cutoff. You are never going to feel better than you do after you make 90. Because the people who make more than 90 feel no different. The people who make less than 90 felt differently.
So, so money buys you happiness?
No. Yes, it does. It does. In a way, money does 100% buy you.
That's what I'm getting out of this study.
Yeah, no, because what money does buy is it doesn't buy happiness, but it pays for the things that make you miserable. Right? I never liked life when my phone would ring and I would think that it was a collector.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll tell you what.
But you're right.
Boy, you get them calls every day.
You know what I mean? I
unplugged my phone last week.
Yeah, I was fine in the middle of a month, but the last week of a month was so stressful for me for many years because I needed to come up with $100 for rent.
And it's the end of the month.
Right, yes, right. So does money buy happiness? No, money doesn't buy happiness, but it pays off the things that make you miserable in a lot of ways.
Yeah, because it's not like it buys you happiness. It just makes the people that you don't want to hear from go away.
Yes, the people that make you miserable, right?
Creditors.
Yeah.
It always comes back to the creditors and Maury. Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I'm on a new deodorant. Catherine's on a new deodorant.
What's it called?
It's called Native, I think.
Native?
It's all natural. She wanted me to get away from all the... I don't know what it is.
Parabens?
Just all the metals
that's a big
and
no-no
stuff
in our
like
house.
this.
Yeah.
It's really wild because I just smear this stuff all over myself, every day and just not thinking anything of it, where I wouldn't do that to any other part of my body. Like I wouldn't just randomly take something
and just start rub it across your chest.
Yeah. It's like if I had to do if I had the same thing, but I needed it for like my neck.
Yeah.
Right. I'd revolt. I'd be like, I don't want that all over my neck.
Yeah.
But for some reason, your
How's it
armpits. It's good. The flavor that I got was...
flavor? You got to eat it?
No. Sorry, the scent.
Oh.
Same thing. It's a lemon vanilla.
Ooh.
Yeah, it smells really nice. And it's working fine.
Yeah?
It's pretty good. I think it's called Native. But it's so weird that we just all adopt this. Here, let me get in closer to you. Hold on.
Oh, yeah?
Right?
It's real nice.
Yeah. But it's so weird that this idea and nobody ever questions. I mean, people do, but for the most part, the thought of sweating through a shirt or, God forbid, you have BO.
The worst.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, God forbid you have BO.
Especially on a day like today where it's going to feel like 30 degrees?
Yeah, because BO is one of those things where if you're in public, people around you who know the smell of BO, because we all know what BO smells like.
Yeah.
People will publicly say, even in a room full of people they don't know, oh God, and they'll hold their nose.
Yeah.
Like who
is that?
Yeah, like they don't try to protect somebody's modesty when you smell BO.
No.
It's who's the filthy animal that didn't wear deodorant today.
Yeah.
So it's really wild. There's like a shame aspect to BO, and so I like overdo it on deodorant. I really do. I use so much. Like I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
You do 9?
9, yeah.
I do 4 per side, yeah.
I do 9 per side.
I do
1,
4.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9.
Oh, that's a lot,
I do
dude.
9 per side.
Huh.
Yeah, so I'm trying to not put whatever it is, like metals and paraffins and all this other stuff on my body. Because if you had to put that on any other part of your body, you never would. You would never do that.
9.
It's so
wow,
weird.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, like
Hold
you
on,
would,
9 per side, so 18? You're doing it 18
I'm doing
on your pits?
Yeah, man, I'm doing 18 swipes.
That's too much.
Yeah,
That's too much.
18 swipes.
I mean, if it's all natural, I guess it's fine.
No, even with the old stuff, I'm doing 18 swipes.
Dude.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Like it's really crazy. So she found this deodorant and she bought it online and it like came in the mail for me and I'm like, oh my god, now I'm like I gotta pay like duties on my deodorant, right? Like it's just
duty on it?
I don't know. Listen, I don't even know where she found this stuff, but I'm like, it's no longer easy to get, and I know what's going to happen is I'm going to get real used to it, and I'm going to be on this healthy kick, and then I'm going to run out. And I'm going to need new deodorant, and it's going to be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's the problem with all this stuff is that you can try and switch those little things in your life over to something that's, God forbid, a little bit better for you, but it's impossible to get.
Yeah.
Like, I can't go down the street to the drugstore and buy this stuff.
Sure.
And it's impossible to find. But I'm not sweating through my shirts.
That's good, though.
Yeah, and I thought
you
I
smell
would
good.
be because it's not an antiperspirant, right? Because I told her, I'm just like, listen, there's stuff I do, like when you're on camera and you're on all this stuff, I can't have sweat rings.
Yeah.
I look like a monster who just got back from a buddy's bachelor party, right? Like I can't be sweat. Like I need it.
Also smelling vanilla.
Thank
like
you.
vanilla.
Yeah, I smell good, but I look like I've had a little too much to drink.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So summer 2019 is a huge one simply because summer 1999 was a huge one. And that means that a lot of the epic and monumental things that happened in summer 99 are now 20 years old.
Oh, hit me.
So SpongeBob debuted on Nickelodeon.
Whoa, what?
Right?
Yeah.
20 years. Lisa Kudrow hosted the 1999 MTV Movie Awards.
Oh, my
When
God.
Lisa Kudrow was like a huge thing.
Phoebe.
Right?
Phoebe Buffet.
Phantom Menace.
Ugh. Worst.
The second season of Sex and the City premiered on HBO. The Sixth Sense was the big movie sensation going into the summer.
I See Dead People?
Yeah.
For real?
And you remember
99?
Yeah, in 99. And also that movie worked really well because there was no social media at all, so it was very easy to not have it spoiled.
Yeah.
Right?
Was that one of the, like, for that kind of era, one of the first movies that had that kind of twist ending that then kicked it off for other movies to have crazy twist endings?
Yeah, The Sixth Sense was an anomaly. It was, nobody had ever seen anything like this before. It was like it was a movie-going experience.
Yeah.
Where it had been so long since people had a conversation of just shut up, don't ask anybody anything about it, just go see this movie.
Yeah.
Like and those situations are very infrequent now.
Yeah, I know. Because then you have jerks that will just go online and spoil the ending.
But even movies like that don't exist.
Yeah.
You know, like it's movies like when you say Endgame and you don't want to have Endgame spoiled, you sort of know what's going to happen. You just don't want the details.
Yeah.
But actual movies that have a spoilable ending, like The Sixth Sense did, are very few and far between.
How about Jordan Peele when he did Get Out, or even his recent movie Us? Kind of twist ending a bit.
Yeah, a little.
Although, like within the movie,
I would say Get Out isn't even a twist.
Halfway through, you kind of figure out.
Yeah, Get Out was just awesome. I don't know if it
what's
was.
happened. Did you watch Us?
If it was too twisty, I haven't watched Us yet.
I just watched it on the weekend.
How was it?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like Jordan Peele a lot.
I'll watch it this weekend.
So Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense.
Spoiler alert, Bruce Willis was dead the whole time.
Oh, snap. Wow.
That was 20 years. Come on, man.
Napster launched in summer 99.
What's that?
Yeah, exactly. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire premiered. Genie in a Bottle was released.
Oh, wait, that song
Also,
just celebrated its anniversary the other day, like on the weekend.
Yeah, other big songs. Bills, Bills, Bills.
Destiny's
And
Child.
didn't Mambo No. 5 come out in summer 99?
Was it?
I think so.
Oh, man, what a great year.
I think so. And finally, the Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban was published in the UK. So all that stuff is turning 20 in summer 2019. What is it, Maury? What? Nobody can hear you.
Maury?
Not one single person. Not even
how
me.
many times we have to tell you that you're in another room
if
that's
I can't hear you, the
surrounded
audience
by
can't hear
soundproof
you.
glass.
You were like, did Mambo number 5 come on summer? And I went like this.
It did. Yes. Mambo number 5 did come out. Man,
A little bit of Monica in my
I was gonna
mind.
say, if your name was Monica 99, man, you had it made.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is.
Got a problem you can't fix.
Roz and Mocha got you.
Kendall, what's going on? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hey guys, how are you?
Doing great. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks.
Okay,
So-
Kendall,
Oof.
first of all, let's start out with your age. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, 24. Some young gal problems. Here we go.
Kendall, you wrote us this. Razamoki, you need to fix my life. So I'm seeing this guy. We're not, quote, official yet. Hate these stupid millennial terms. That term's been around for a long time. You saying it's a millennial term is the most millennial thing you could have said.
That's so true.
But I've been kind of serious for a while. Anyway, a family friend of theirs is always all over him, giving him eyes and touching his hand. Do I bring it up with him? Do I confront her? I've met her many times, but never had an in-depth conversation.
Have they ever dated before?
No, so after the first time it happened, I kind of played it off. Like, I brought it up to him, but I kind of played it off super nonchalant because I didn't want to be that crazy girl.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, like, what's her deal? And then he was like, oh, she's kind of always been like that. She's a little bit, she's a free spirit, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said that they had never had a past or anything. So I was like, okay, it's fine. Like, I'll leave it, whatever. And then it happened again a second time. And then again a third time. And that's when I just kind of was like,
Give us examples. What are you looking at when you see this going on?
For sure. So the first time we were basically just in a group, like a circle of all of us. And, they'll be talking and she'll kind of just like reach her arm over. Like if she's saying something to him, she'll touch his arm when she's talking to him.
Uh-huh.
Or like across, like around a campfire was one of the examples. She's just eyeing him across the campfire.
Yeah.
Like, wants to jump on him, basically.
Yeah. Go back to the beginning here. Why are you reluctant to define your relationship with this guy as official?
I don't know. It's been a couple months. We've just never really had that conversation yet.
Why not?
I don't know.
Well, that's the first thing you have to do. Does he think that you're official?
I mean, I've been introduced to his family because
No, that's not the question, though. Does he think that you're official?
I think he is. I mean,
No, see, Kendall, stop right now. You need to have a conversation with him.
How is this other woman, and believe me, I'm not on her side, so much for the sisterhood, huh? Fries before guys. What happened to that? But if you don't know if you're official and he doesn't know if you're official, how is she supposed to know you're official?
Yeah, that's true. I just figured, I understood like the first time, maybe the second time, but I figured maybe by the third time that I came around with him, maybe she would get the hint, but she didn't.
No.
So
and when he's introducing you to his friends and his family, is he saying, yo, this is my girl Kendall, or this is my friend Kendall?
Yeah.
Or hey, everybody, this is Kendall.
He'll say either this is Kendall or he'll say this is my girl Kendall.
Okay, when you're sitting around this campfire, and she's touching your man's arm, where are you sitting?
On the other side of him.
God.
Why are you sitting on the other? Okay. On the other side, she would be.
I'm on the left. She's
She would
on
be
the
on the
right.
right. Okay.
Vice versa.
This guy sounds like a total stud, by the way.
Girls all over him.
Okay, so you need to have this conversation because in relationships, especially new ones, and I know it's terrifying because the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to screw up a good thing, and you don't want to advance something faster than one person is willing to advance it. But talking about feelings, is always better than suppressing feelings.
Okay.
Even at this stage, you don't have to say, "Hey, listen, I need to know if we're going to get married because I'm like TikTok here." But you can say, "This has been going great. I really do dig it, and we spent a lot of time together. In my head, I'm your girlfriend, but I feel weird because we've never actually had this conversation." So I think it's one of these moments where you can sit around and have a State of the Union about your relationship. It doesn't have to be long, but just know where his head at and where his heart's at, and then you can go from there. And then when the free spirit is all over your man, you have other choices and options at that point.
Yeah, that's true. I kind of have a backbone by then, I guess.
Yeah, and the one thing you can't do, like if she is the type of person, because these women exist, men exist as well, but these women exist where she may be doing this not because she wants him, but maybe because she just wants to drive you nuts.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Because it may drive you crazy. And then if you kind of go at her, "Hey, dude, what are you doing flirting with my man in front of me?" What that does is it validates her. Right?
Yeah.
It validates what she's doing, which is the goal was to drive you crazy. She drove you crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think first thing you got to do is you got to figure out your relationship and then deal with the
okay.
with the
Touchy.
the campfire temptress.
All right, go figure it out, Kendall.
Thank you so much. I just want to say I love you guys so much. I listen to you every morning. You make me pee my pants laugh. You guys are the best.
We love you too. Take care.
Thank you, guys.
What would you do, Mocha, if somebody was flirting with Jenna in front of you? That knew you guys were together.
Fam, out of here. You're out of here. You are out of here.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life. Only on Kiss.
Hi, it's Roz and Mocha.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so happy I got through.
Oh, what's your name?
My name's Esther.
Esther. What can we do for you today?
I just wanted to say how much I love you guys. You're awesome. Thanks for making my drive enjoyable every morning.
Why, thank you. What's your commute like? Like, how long are you in the car for?
It's not that bad anymore. Well, 45 minutes.
Okay.
That's like all right. It used to be worse. I have to do drop-off, daycare, and then I have to go to work. So, there's a lot done before 9 a.m.
Oh, okay. Good.
You know what I mean?
Well, we're glad that you're able to spend some of your morning with us.
Yeah, and my daughter doesn't mind. She's 2, so she's just, enjoys the music.
So great.
Oh, hey, let me ask you something, Esther.
Mm-hmm.
Because your daughter is the same age as my son, Cruz.
Yes.
And in September, he's going to start preschool.
Oh,
okay.
Hell.
So here's what I want to know from you, because your daughter's the same age. What was that first day like? Because I'm trying to mentally prepare myself for drop-off that morning.
Right. Yeah. Well, okay, it depends on the kid, but I got so lucky. My daughter did not cry. She was like, "People, friends, let's go play." And then I went cry in the car.
Yeah, no, I wasn't asking about like how your kid was doing. I'm asking more for how you felt that morning.
Oh God, I felt like someone took a piece of my heart. It was just like, oh God, it hurts. Well, and she was a lot younger, so she was, she's 16 months when she started daycare.
Yeah, wow, so just under a year and a half.
Yeah, so it was hard,
And the only thing dropping your kid off at daycare for the first day does for you is prepare you for the real hurt. Which is dropping your kid off at kindergarten for the first day.
And you know what?
That's the real heartbreaker, because daycare you walk in and there's still babies and there's still and it's not, it's like it sucks because you're not with them, and some kids take right to it where they just run right in and start playing with kids and don't care. Other kids that have the detachment sort of issue, lay face down on the floor and scream, and you can't reason with them, so you just got to sneak out or throw them in the room.
Yeah,
but kindergarten is the one. So just know that as busted up as you're going to be, when you bring Cruz to daycare, okay, times that by like 1,000 for first day of JK.
Do you remember Roxy's first day of like preschool
I remember
kindergarten?
I remember her first day of kindergarten.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's heartbreaking. Like when you see them, because when they go into kindergarten, when you look at them and they're all sort of lined up against the wall with their little backpacks on and their first day of school outfit on, all this other stuff. Yeah. That's when you look at them and go, "Oh my God, you're too little for this. Yeah. I'm going to take you home right now. We're going to wait a year.
Yeah.
You're a baby. You're way too little for this." And that's the heartbreaker. And then when you walk away that day, you feel crushed.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You feel crushed.
I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
Oh, bro. Come
I'm gonna have to call my wife and be like, oh, yo, we're just gonna wait like another year.
Yes.
Hey, Esther, we love you. Thanks so much for calling in today.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's so wonderful.
Oh, it's great talking to you. Take care.
Have a great one. Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I saw this on Twitter yesterday, and I want to read it to you real quick.
Okay.
So somebody asked the question, what is the most interesting domino effect in history? So domino effect, meaning like one thing happens and it causes something else monumental to happen by the end of it. Right?
Good or bad.
Like the butterfly effect kind of thing.
Sure.
The butterfly flaps its wings in Tokyo and you break your ankle in Toronto, right? Like that kind of... That's how that works, man. Look it up, baby. Look it up.
No, I know.
So let me read you this.
Okay.
So they asked, what is the most interesting domino effect in history? And
Okay.
somebody wrote this. Star Trek Voyager
Oh my God, stop.
was not as well received as previous Star Trek series. In 1997, producers decided to add a new character in an attempt to boost ratings. Actress Jerry Ryan was brought in to play 7 of 9. Jerry's frequent separations from her husband, Jack Ryan, due to her acting schedule, contributed to their decision to divorce in 1999. In 2004, Jack Ryan became the Republican nominee for an open Senate seat in Illinois. During the campaign, the proceedings from Ryan's divorce became public and contained details of his sex life, and it did not make him look good. There was an abusive relationship there. The scandal forced Ryan to drop out of the Senate race in July, leaving the GOP no time to find a token opposition Democratic nominee, Barack Obama. Obama's landslide victory in the Senate race helped launch him onto the national stage, allowing him to pull off an upset victory in the 2008 Democratic primary and win the presidential election. The lackluster writing of Star Trek Voyager helped pave the way for Obama's presidency.
Come on.
And you could also say that had Obama not won the presidency because of the lackluster writing on Star Trek Voyager, he would never would have been in office. Donald Trump never would have jumped on the birther train. Obama never would have called out Trump publicly. Trump never would have run for office. There would be no Donald Trump. So because of Star Trek Voyager, they now have Donald Trump.
I want to know who the person is that figured out the timeline and the intricacies behind all of that.
That is how dominoes work, right? That's how dominoes work. That's the domino effect. But tell me.
So Donald Trump as president could be tracked all the way back
to the terrible writing of the first 3 seasons of Star Trek Voyager.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Dude, we haven't done this in a while. Kids write jokes on Twitter.
Yes.
This is the account that accepts jokes written by kids. And they're like legit the worst jokes because kids just don't know how to write jokes.
No, they're terrible at them.
So here we go. What do you do if you are swallowed by an elephant?
What?
Jump up and down until you are all pooped out. A monkey danced. Why?
Why?
To impress girls, duh.
Yeah.
How do you measure ingredients?
I don't know.
Just use your hands! How do you prank your sister?
How?
Put super glue on her bike pedals and she will have to go on it forever.
Wow. So is there an age, like, do they tell you what ages these are between? They're just kids, like
they're
quote unquote
just
kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no age restriction.
Okay.
There's no age given whatsoever.
Okay.
Why is Lena the worst?
Why is what?
Lena. I guess this person who wrote the joke.
Like a friend of theirs?
Has a friend named Lena.
Oh, I don't know. Why is Lena the worst?
Because she is.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Did you hear about the robber who stole a calendar?
No.
He got it for 12 months. What do you call 50 men in a wall?
What?
They are hiding so they don't have to go to work. Oh my God, these are so stupid. Okay, here. Ready for this one?
Yeah.
What is in my mom's bedroom at night that is hot and keeps her warm?
Oh, no. What?
A hot drink. And then in brackets it says, you were supposed to think hot water bottle. Duh. You are so old.
Yeah, how old are you?
No, you're supposed to say,
Oh.
how old am I?
How old am I?
You are so old.
How old am I?
You are so old, you broke in half.
Oh, wow.
What's big, brown, and weird?
What?
Poo on roller skates.
Yes.
What did the policeman forget?
I don't know.
His badge, so he tried to arrest someone and no one believed him.
Wow.
Finally,
that is not a joke.
Kids write jokes on Twitter. Terrible, by the way.
Yeah.
There are two fishes outside of a fish and chip shop. The owner ran out to see what was happening, and the fish bit him and ran away. So he chased him and said, "What do you think you're doing?" But the fish did not answer.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh,
I told you. Kids write jokes on Twitter, everybody.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So we got an email, or I guess a comment on Insta from a kid named Ethan.
Oh, okay.
And Ethan couldn't join us because he's out in California.
Oh, wow.
And he said, hey, my name is Ethan. I'm 16 years old. Love the Roz and Mocha Show and have been listening for over 6 years. Every morning you guys make me laugh. And he loves when we do riddles with Maury. So he goes, here's 5 riddles that I came up with.
5!
Yeah, by the way, you guys have been my idol for many years. I want to be a broadcaster one day.
Oh.
Love you guys, Ethan. So
Do your thing, Ethan.
So I have Ethan's riddles here.
And there's 5 of them?
Well, we don't have to necessarily get to all 5. We'll
okay.
see how we do. Good morning, Dan and Maury.
Good morning.
All right, cool. Are you ready?
Yeah, I got my pen and paper.
Okay, cool. So riddle 1 from Ethan out in California. 1 goes like this. What has 2 in a corner, 1 in a room, and none in a house?
2 in a corner.
2 in a corner, 1 in a room, and none in a house?
2 in a corner. Wait,
2 in a corner, 1 in a room, and none in a house?
And none in a house?
It's just the way he wrote it.
Okay.
Cat box?
A cat box?
Like a litter box.
Like a litter box.
Because there's 2 in a corner. Maybe there's 1 in a room. Oh, but then you said none in a house.
Correct, Mundo. Like a litter box. How did your brain go to litter box, man?
Yeah, bro.
That is the wildest connection.
You always think about poo, huh?
That is the wildest connection.
2 in a corner.
Yeah.
1 in a room, none in a house. Oh, detention?
Detention. Okay.
2 in a corner.
How did you land at detention?
Because there's like 2 in a corner when you stand in the corner with the hat.
With the hat? When did you go to school? In the 30s?
Okay. 2
The dunce cap?
in a corner.
Yeah.
1 in, what is it?
A room.
1 in a room.
And none in a house.
And none in a house.
Well, it's not plant.
No, it's not plant.
Corner. What's
2 in a corner, 1 in a
Damn,
room.
Ethan, this is good.
There's 2 of these things in a corner.
What's 2 in a corner?
Yes.
1 is in a room.
Yes.
None are in a house.
Correct, Mundo.
Okay, I'm going to just again say not a clock.
Not a clock. No. It's a riddle, man. It's not like...
Yo, man, even I'm stumped. I don't know.
Okay, Mar, you want me to tell you guys? Because we got to move on. We got other ones here. The letter R, gentlemen. The letter R. 2 in a corner, 1 in a room, none in a house. The letter R.
Oh, like when you're spelling.
Oh, again, they're riddles. Litter box.
Okay. How's it going, Ethan?
When does Christmas come before Thanksgiving? When does Christmas come before Thanksgiving?
Like at the other end of the world.
like we're in Australia?
Because like the difference in time zones.
No.
Yeah, that's 24 hours, not like 51 days.
Yeah.
So when does Christmas...
Where in the world, Maury, is there a 51-day time difference? When does Christmas come before Thanksgiving?
When
is
does
the,
Christmas...
is the riddle. Yeah, and remember, they're riddles.
Oh, like on Christmas because it's before the next
No, the answer's the
calendar. Oh, wait, no, it can't be on the calendar.
Dictionary. You were getting close, Mocha. You were getting close.
I close?
What's that?
No, I was not close.
What has a head and a tail but no body? Maury, what has a head and a tail but no body?
Come on, Maury. Hurry.
There's a tail but no body.
On. Hurry.
Snake?
A snake? No.
A snake has a head and a tail.
Arguably, a snake is only a tail. Or only a head.
So I got it?
No, you didn't. It's not snake, Maury.
It's a coin.
It's a coin.
A head and a tail. Oh, heads and tails!
Yes! Okay, and we'll end with this one here. What disappears as soon as you say it? What disappears as soon as you say it?
Maury's money?
I was going to say dignity.
Dignity. So what disappears as soon as you say it?
What disappears?
So like you say it and it's gone.
Yes. What disappears as soon as you say it?
Disappears. Is it like breath? No, it's not breath.
No. By the way, 16-year-old Ethan out in California right now sent us these riddles.
As soon as you say it.
For Maury. Yeah. What disappears as soon as you say it?
It.
No.
The word disappear.
No, not at all. You ready?
Yeah.
You give up, Maury?
I always do.
Litter box.
Oh,
I'm joking. Silence. Silence is the answer.
Yo, the hope in Maury's eye just now. Oh my God.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Toy Story 4 opens it with $118 million.
Yes, sir.
And it's below expectations. Isn't that crazy?
Below?
Yeah.
That movie was amazing.
Yeah. Did you see it?
I did.
You did?
It was so cute.
Oh, that's right. You and Maury saw it. Yeah, right,
Maury fell asleep.
right. Yes, you did.
You're such a liar, dude. Why do you lie? Like, your first instinct, your initial reaction to every single thing is to lie.
Yeah.
No, this isn't a lie as much as it's like a not telling of the truth.
Yeah, it's a lie. Maury fell asleep during the movie.
I know, but you just don't want people to know that. Like the parts I saw, I loved.
Your head fell on somebody's shoulder. You were sleeping on somebody's shoulder.
And thanks to them, they were there.
Yeah, so you don't have an opinion on the movie then?
What I saw was fabulous.
Yeah, okay,
No, it's so good. It's so cute.
Apparently, there's one scene in the movie where it's full.
What do you mean, apparently? You were there.
I bet it probably happened during the time that Maury fell asleep. How long did you knock out for?
Like
30 minutes?
I mean, I woke up and they were somewhere
Oh, no,
else.
when Maury goes down in a movie, he goes down. Like, he is just, lights out.
Okay,
lights out.
But what I've heard is there's a scene in the movie full of Disney Easter eggs.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, but all these movies have that.
Yeah.
But there's one scene where it takes place in an antique store.
Yeah.
On the shelves is
Does it, Mocha?
A lot of the movie takes place in the antique store.
Okay.
Again, I'm sure.
were there.
I'm sure. As soon as the lights went out, so did Maury.
Yeah, man. You were there, Holmes.
Yeah. But what I've heard.
Yeah, but what you've heard about the movie. Okay. Yeah. No. And don't get me wrong. I understand sometimes the importance of using movie time for nap time. You got to multitask sometimes, you know? But Toy Story 4, like, that's a bit disrespectful to sleep through Toy Story 4, though.
It's great, though. I will say, the one thing that shocked me, and if you watch it over the weekend, then you'll know, and this is not a spoiler
No. Go
at
ahead.
all, but it happens in the very first frame, as soon as the movie starts, right?
Yeah.
It's an exterior of a house and it's raining. And my God, does it, I know it's animated, but dude, it looks so real.
Yes, it
looks
really did.
It looks like they filmed an actual house during a storm.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And then they went into animation, but I was like, no, wait, that's animated.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's
what
like
they can do
maybe
now.
a 2-second shot that you see.
No, it was about 3 seconds.
Yeah, Maury. Telling you what's up with a movie that he slept through. Anyway, $118 million for Toy Story 4 this weekend, but that is still below expectation.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to play you one of the greatest videos ever.
Hold on, let's enjoy this for a sec. Remember the song?
Yeah, man.
Right now, he's probably slow dancing with a beach blonde tramp, and she's probably getting frisky. Classic joint right there.
Carrie Underwood posted the best video yesterday, and it's mesmerizing. And if it didn't come from Carrie Underwood, I would probably think that it was faked by just two parents who figured out a way to fake it.
Okay.
So the video is of their son, who I think is he's months old.
Yeah.
And he's on the bed. And her husband, Mike Fisher, the hockey player, is sort of over top of the kid, singing to the kid.
Yeah.
And the kid is just screaming.
Okay.
And then Carrie Underwood starts to sing. And then the kid reacts differently. And then they go back and forth. But listen to the reaction that their kid Jacob has to Mike Fisher singing compared to his mom, Carrie Underwood, singing.
You and me.
'Cause I still believe in you.
Like, bitch, you suck at singing, bro.
Is that not the greatest
Oh my God,
thing?
that's so funny.
Yeah, can you imagine Carrie Underwood's your mom? And you have to feel that, like, and I don't know what their life is like and everything else, but you have to figure that Carrie Underwood just sang a ton while she was pregnant.
Oh, totally.
And
so the kid knows.
Absolutely. Like, it's so wild.
Knows the voice extremely well, right?
Like, it's so wild that, that babies know that. Like, it's just something that's comforting. It's something that's familiar. They don't know anything. Like, that baby knows nothing. No. Right? It has no idea about anything.
He knows that his dad sucks at singing.
Thank you.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is.
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hi, Sam. How are you today? It's Roz and Mocha.
Good. How are you guys?
Doing great.
So, Sam, you wrote us this. I think a lot of people can relate to this one, man. Hey, Razamoka, fix my life. I love my husband. He is the best partner, super supportive and patient. However, we've been in a rut. Our bedtime fun has been lacking, mostly because of my insecurities. I'm so tired and stressed out after work and handling the emotions of a 4-year-old, and you have some body image issues. You say all this is taking a toll on your sex life. Please help. I want to be the wife and partner he deserves.
Oh, Sam, I'm hugging you through the phone.
Thanks.
Have you had a conversation with your husband about this?
Oh, yeah, we talk about it
Yeah.
often.
What do you guys talk about when you talk about it?
That it's obviously a problem. He's a dude. He wants it.
Sure.
But he just wants to be, he doesn't want to put pressure on me, and I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah.
So I think what we really talk about is not having it impact our marriage and our relationship outside of this. Because it's stressful, and it's something obviously that we're both very aware of. And we just, we got to try and think of other ways around it, because if it's forced, it's awkward, and spontaneous is challenging.
When it does happen, is it enjoyable?
It's amazing.
Okay.
And then in the moment, I'm thinking, see, this is what we need to keep doing. And we need to focus on the good stuff.
Okay, so how, without getting into too many details, so what? So the frequency is what?
A few times a month.
Oh my God, you're good.
Yeah, I was going to say. I don't think you need to be stressed at all, Sam.
A few times a month.
Yeah, well, everybody's supposed to be doing it several times a week.
Stop reading them online articles. Stop reading what people are saying on Facebook. Stop clicking on those articles that you see on Facebook. Listen, you guys are in a great position right now.
Okay,
Are
Sam,
you kidding me?
Sam, here, I'm going to ask you a question, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to flip this real quick before we get back to your issues. I'm going to flip this. Okay, Sam's joining us for a very special edition of Razamoka today. You see, Sam has a husband, but she also is dealing with the stresses of having a 4-year-old. She has some body image issues, yet she and her husband still manage to do it several times a month. She's here to tell you how to also have a successful sex life.
I don't think you need our help at all, Sam.
No, I don't know.
I get it. And I'll tell you, the problem when you are in a rut or your relationship hits a dry spell is it's not just the sex that goes. It's really, you start to see all of the intimacy sort of be put on hold, and you're no longer cuddling on the couch anymore, and you're no longer getting a smack on the butt when you're making out in the kitchen. You're no longer holding hands when you walk down the street, because all of that becomes awkward, and it's weird. You're like, wow, we had this incredible physical relationship with each other. We have a kid together, and now actually holding your hand feels more awkward than not holding your hand. And how the hell did we get here? And those are the conversations that you guys need to have with each other. And I think that when it comes to intimacy, it's intimacy on all sorts of different levels. I think that if you guys are going to be committed to this, just because sex may seem a little awkward or initiating, it may seem weird or it may seem forced or it may seem all this stuff, that doesn't mean that all the other intimacy in your life has to be tied together with that. Okay? And I think that the way to sort of salvage these things, because we all know what happens when you wind up one day in a sexless marriage, which is it is a slippery slope to somebody having an affair. And nobody wants that. And nobody wants that for you, miss, several times a month, and I hate it. But I think that the way to do it is to just make sure you nurture all the other intimate things that you guys do. It doesn't always have to be crazy sex. Like, what if you just, like, seriously, what if you just ripped off all your clothes and were like, let's watch a movie? You know, of where you're cuddling, like you're just cuddling. And the expectation is to have it not to really lead to anything, but you're just cuddling. Make sure you jump into his arms when he gets home every night, or make sure, you know, he needs to make sure that, you know, when he passes you, you know, he's going to give you that kiss. Like, you need to really work on these things to maintain these things.
Yeah, I hear that.
There's nothing wrong with, you know, when he is at home and standing in the kitchen, you walk by, you just give him a little tap on that ass. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, when he unloads the dishwasher, he knows.
Yeah, it's time to get down to business, right? Do you feel sexy?
No,
you don't know.
I don't have the body of a 20-year-old anymore.
Who does?
That's a thing that I have to work on.
But the body that you have has the ability to feel good, right?
Yes.
That's what you need. Your husband love you?
Yes.
Does he think you're sexy?
I hope so.
Yeah, you know, he does. We know he does. And all that stuff, like, for me, it's interesting when it comes to somebody's, you know, personal hangups. I was thinking about this today because I was reading an article about a woman who doesn't shave her armpits. My hangups are never based on my personal preferences. My hangups are always based on, I would never be attracted to somebody who is doing things so other people find them attractive. What I find attractive is somebody who feels sexy. And do whatever you need to do to feel sexy. And I know that that's a really tall order, but there's inspiration out there. There are women, there are fantastic women. Instagram is full of women who have baby body, you know, and they are just crushing it, and they've embraced it, and they've figured out a way to sort of get past that roadblock of where you can start feeling sexy again. And read them and follow them and listen to what they say and track their journeys and find the inspiration, because it's out there. And I'll tell you, these hangups that you have, although they seem extreme, are not isolated to just you. This is something that millions of couples go through. And even with all that stuff that you've been saying to us, the fact that you guys are still at it several times a month, I'm like, you are in fantastic shape.
Well, thank you.
You got nothing to worry about, Sam.
Okay.
Do you, girl?
Every day.
Yeah.
7 times a month. Be proud, Sam.
Thanks, guys.
All right, girl. You know we love you.
I love you too. Have an awesome day.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life. Only on Kiss.
Hello?
Hi, is this Ernan?
This is Ernan.
What's up? It's Roz and Mocha. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
How are you?
I'm good, just waking up.
Oh, okay. Sorry to wake you. Let me read to you, Ernan, what your husband DM'd me last night.
Okay.
Is there any way you guys can call my wife for her birthday? We have 2 boys, 4 and 2. And I swear she hasn't slept a full night in over 2 years. She never has a complaint and is always full of energy for our boys. She's a big fan of the show and listens every morning on the way to work. And your podcasts help her with a hard ride home after a night shift. So
that's right.
Oh, snap. So we woke you. So what time did you get home from work?
No, I'm actually on vacation.
Oh, okay, perfect. So it's not
that's
like
even worse.
Okay, I apologize. Anyway, we just wanted to send some love and wish you a very happy birthday.
Oh, thank you guys. This is awesome. Thank you, guys.
You sound like you have a wonderful family and a husband who appreciates you and loves you a ton.
He's the best. He's the very, very best.
Okay, but here's the important question, though. Ernan, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Oh, no.
The Mocha.
Oh, wow. Enthusiastic, huh? Could you tone it down a little?
She's on vacation and it's a birthday. Yo, what are you doing to celebrate your birthday?
We're going to Great Wolf Lodge.
Oh, nice.
Perfect. There you go.
Wonderful. Well, have a wonderful
thank you for
birthday, and we love you lots.
Thank you. Love you guys.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I'm so pumped for this weekend. I'm not going to do fireworks this weekend, though.
No?
Nah, I do them all the time on Canada Day.
Yeah.
And I always wind up lying to Catherine about how much I spend on fireworks.
Right.
By like hundreds of dollars. What's that?
Are you broke?
Am I broke?
Is that why you're not doing it?
No, I'm not broke. No, it's a pain in the ass, and they charge a lot. But the place that I would always go to get fireworks, they were real great because I would buy them over the phone and use a credit card over the phone, and then I would just say, email me the receipt, and they would just put them in a box, and then Catherine would just go pick them up, and she would always come home and be like, oh my God, look at all the fireworks you got for $200. And I'm like, $500. Like I would lie to her by hundreds of dollars, right?
Isn't lying great? Don't you just feel great about that?
No, I hate it. That's one of the reasons why I'm not doing fireworks this year, because I'm sick of lying. Because I can't do a $200 show. It's just not satisfying for me, right?
No, but she thinks it's $200, but it's $500.
I know, but you can't go back. Like once you see what $500 in fireworks can get you, right?
Yeah.
$200.
No.
So hold on. What if you said
sparklers?
What if you do $1,000 worth and only tell her you spent $500?
More. If I told Catherine that I spent $500 on fireworks, she would lose her mind on me, and not because she cares, but just because she thinks I'm stupid.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous amount of fireworks.
She doesn't care about the money; she cares about my mental capacity at that point, right? But anyway, they would do this thing where it was real great because they would number them all. So they'd load me up with a box of like 15 different blasters, right?
Yeah.
And then they would take a Sharpie and write 1 through 15 on them. So I know what order they would build your show for you.
Oh, nice.
So I know what order to like light them all off in, right? And it's amazing. It's great, but I can't.
You're going to be really upset on Monday when there's no fireworks.
No, I'm not. I'm going to feel great not having to lie to Catherine on Monday.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hi, it's Roz and Mocha.
Hello! I heard you talking about the royal renovation.
Is this the Queen? You called us?
Weird.
I'm so surprised you didn't call me, you tool.
Oh, here we go. So we were just going over earlier the story of the renovations happening at Buckingham Palace, and also Frogmore Cottage. That's where Harry and Meghan live.
I am so good at Frogger.
No, not Frogger, Your Majesty. It's Frogmore, the cottage that you
should know this.
Your great grandchild now lives with your grandchild.
Yes.
Okay. Right. The Queen's improv skills are incredible when she calls us. So, Your Majesty, how are the renovations done now? Like, where are we? Because I know the numbers that have been surfacing today as far as the toll on the taxpayers for the restoration and renovation at Buckingham Palace are just massive.
Have you heard my under construction joke? It's not done yet.
Can you go through what some of the renovations actually are? Because it's a lot of money that the taxpayers are dishing out for this.
You know, marble is a valuable building material and should not be taken for granted.
Oh, God. How many rooms are there, and what was the sort of renovation plan? Like, what did you guys tackle first, and what were some of the big problems?
I just met someone who was a steamroller operator. He was such a flatterer.
Okay. Kitchens and bathrooms, we know, Your Majesty, sell houses. Anybody who watches HGTV knows that right out of the gate. What was the budget just for the kitchen?
I have no more jokes.
Oh.
The Queen, everybody.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Happy birthday, Ariana Grande. It's her 26th birthday.
Yeah.
It is June 26th, which means it's her champagne birthday.
Oh, snap. Yeah.
Is that what it means when your age lands on the date?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even remember my champagne birthday. It would have been 22.
22?
Yeah. We didn't do that. Guys don't celebrate a champagne birthday.
That's like a strictly female exclusive.
Like my guy friends weren't like, dude, it's a champagne birthday.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
No.
Mine would have sucked then because it would have been when I was 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Your dad probably took you to one of those
No, I know where I
singles
went.
parties.
I know exactly where I went. Lime Ricky's, which is a restaurant in Toronto.
I remember Lime Ricky's.
Where's Lime Ricky's? I don't think I ever went
It
there.
used to be on Eglinton, and it was like where you would get milkshakes and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
It was like a kid's place.
Yeah. Lime Ricky's was a joint. Yeah, I don't remember my my champagne birthday. What day is your birthday on?
Come on, man. You
Come
don't
on,
know?
dude. Just remind me. Don't make it a federal case.
April 12th.
April
man.
12th. So you were 12 on your champagne.
Did you go to Lime
birthday.
Ricky's?
No. I don't know. It was probably something like McDonald's.
Yeah.
When they had the, the McDonald's birthday cakes back in the day, the vanilla.
What? Hold on now.
You don't remember those?
No, dude. I didn't grow up with a McDonald's in my town.
Oh, yeah. True. Small town of Acton.
Yeah.
The nearest was where? Georgetown?
Georgetown. Yeah.
Shout out to Georgetown.
Thank you.
No, they used to have McDonald's birthday parties. I don't know if they still do now.
Really?
And you just invite everyone and all your friends, and the parents just pay for, whatever combos.
Really?
And you also get a cake.
Let me tell you, if I
A
as
Ronald
a
McDonald
kid,
cake.
If I as a kid
was delicious.
ever went to a kid's birthday party where the birthday party was at McDonald's, I would have thought that kid was the richest kid in the world.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. No joke. No joke. I never heard of somebody having a birthday party at McDonald's.
Yeah, dude.
Do McDonald's
Who could
still have
afford
play
that?
zones? Do they still have the play zones?
Now, yeah.
I think
Okay.
so.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. I saw McDonald's with a patio the other day for the first time in forever.
Yeah, dude. A lot of them are now called McCafe.
With the patio?
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I like that. Yeah, no, I didn't celebrate my champagne birthday, and I should have, because 22, from what I can remember, obviously it was a good year because I didn't pass away. Every year's a good year that you don't pass away. But I don't even remember 22. I don't even because I was going through all those things, because we're getting up to all the anniversaries now, of like the 20th anniversary of all these songs and these movies, and yesterday was the 15th anniversary of like The Notebook. Like we're hitting all these anniversaries of these things where everybody's like, oh my God, that's 20 years old. Oh my God, that's 15 years old.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. I barely remember 20 years ago.
Okay, I have an idea.
Yeah.
What if in October, when it's your birthday, let's disregard the age that you're going to turn,
right?
And let's throw you a champagne birthday.
But why don't we just wait a couple years and then I can have a second champagne birthday when it's 2022?
You don't wait that long?
Why not?
Dude, I'm not going to remember that. I got to open up my iCal on my phone and set that reminder.
Are we doing it at McDonald's?
Listen, your birthday falls on a Tuesday, so we're here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. We'll do a champagne birthday.
We need to get a McDonald's cake.
Yeah, I'll be one of those rich kids that does my after party at McDonald's from my birthday party.
Get you a vanilla cake, bro.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I started watching Euphoria last night.
What's Euphoria?
Euphoria is that show that Drake produces. He's one of the producers on. It's on.
Is it HBO?
Yeah,
No. Is it?
It's
Okay.
HBO. And it's really great. And Zendaya's in it.
Okay.
Zendaya? I don't want to get that wrong.
I think it's Zendaya.
Zendaya. If she's not the best young actress working today, I don't know who is. She is so
she's Mary Jane in Spider-Man.
Yeah, and everything she does. Like, first of all, she's amazing in Spider-Man. The chemistry that they have in Spider-Man is incredible. And she is, and I was trying to figure out what makes Zendaya great. And in both Spider-Man and this show, like what makes her different than sort of everybody else in her kind of peer group.
Sure.
And I think that what Zendaya does, or what she has the ability to do that other young actresses don't, is she is so incredibly talented, but she still looks like she's playing a teenager. Like
Sure.
she doesn't look like she's playing above who she is. Whenever you get a lot of these young stars who have been in the game for so long, they're so mature by the time they get to 18, 19 that they're like adults playing the part of a teenager.
She's 22.
22. So when you get to that sort of age of 20, 21, 22, it looks like to me when you watch those kids that they are, you know, like 30-year-olds playing the part of a 20-year-old, right? Like there's a falseness to it. Right. But when Zendaya, like in this show, like you got to watch this show. It's crazy, first of all.
Euphoria?
Like, as a parent, when you watch this show, you're like, oh my God, kill me. It's all about kids doing drugs and just all this other stuff, like high school nightmares, right? But she's so good. And this, like, I loved episode 1 of this show, not because it was a great show, but because she's Zendaya, who I didn't know could do this, but literally carries the entire thing. She's that good. Like, she's that good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, incredible. Incredible. But it is a warning right now, man. It is a hard show to watch.
Especially if you're a parent?
Like, yeah. Like, it's a hard show.
All right.
It's a hard show to watch.
I'll give it a try.
Bro.
What's it called? Euphoria on
it's on HBO.
All right, cool.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
All right, Sangeeta Patel is here on the Roz and Mocha Show. Sangeeta works with you, Roz, over at ET Canada. Also a host on HGTV's Home to Win, and fitness buff as well.
That's very true. I love doing fitness a great deal, and I try to share that on social media, and it's a big part of my life. It's just, it feels good, right, Mocha? You do it too.
I mean, I haven't done it in a while, let's be honest. But Sangeeta, one thing that I love on all your social channels is on Tuesdays you have a thing called hashtag Fitness Tuesdays, where you will do a routine and you'll also show the people who are following you how it is you do that routine, proper form, all that stuff.
Yeah, I think I started the hashtag about 5 years now, Fitness Tuesday. And part of the reason was it became a big part of my life after I had my second child. I think a lot of mothers go through a period where you kind of lose yourself. You're trying to redefine yourself as a mom, and your identity kind of changes. And you go through that little bit of depression. For me, I walked into a gym, and it was CrossFit, and I started weight training, and that hour meant it was for me, and I was focusing on myself, and it was a great feeling. And since then, someone said to me, well, why don't you share your fitness with us? What is your social media platform? What are you going to use your voice for? And that's why I started the hashtag. And I didn't know there were DMs in Instagram, and there were women that were inspired by it.
So then on Tuesday, you posted your latest video and got a reply that I guess you sat on before making public last night.
Yeah, so this video was last week's video.
Last
week's video. And it was a video with me wearing a sports bra, and I'm sweating, and I'm doing these workouts. And one of the position was doing getting down on the floor and doing some weight training. And the truth is, this one hit me hard. You get subtle remarks here and there, but this one hit me hard because I do have loose skin. I do have wrinkles. I've had 2 kids in my stomach. And I think that's why it hit me so hard, was the fact that there was some truth to it, but someone called out my flaw. It hit me, and it kind of stings, and it still does sting. And then I've noticed myself kind of pinching my skin and saying, oh, do I have that kind of fat? Is it that noticeable? And now I'm starting to question myself, and it's because of this one comment. And I think that's part of the problem. The reason I shared this was I think a lot of women go through this. You know, I still see women wearing a beautiful dress and tell their partner saying, hey, do I look fat? Like, it still happens. And sorry, I'm getting a little bit emotional, but like the fact is, it shouldn't be happening.
You know what's interesting? The interesting thing with...
Before we continue, let me read to you, because I'm sure people are wondering, well, what was that comment that affected you so much? And it said that you should know when you're doing exercises on the floor, your loose skin and blubber shows on your stomach. Maybe stop eating so many rotis. First of all, rotis are friggin' delicious. To that hair. Right?
That's the other thing. There's an undertone of racial comment right there. I'm like, why did you even have to write that, right?
You know, it's interesting with all this stuff in social, because the reality is that if we all just put our phones down, none of this exists, right?
Exactly.
None of this exists. It's not real world stuff. And the problem is there's terrible people, right? And terrible people are terrible people. And then there's trolls. And oftentimes when everybody gets labeled with the same sort of brush as trolls, and the design for trolls, and this is the real sort of tragic thing about all this, because it does affect you the most. The most times trolls are trolling things that they actually don't even care about. Yeah. They're trolling to get a reaction, right? And the hurtful things that they say, like, it hurts when you read this stuff. stuff, but it almost hurts. It almost hurts more to know that the person on the other end of that actually probably doesn't care.
Yeah.
They just did it for a reaction, which is even more malicious if you ask me, right? So your response to this comment was just, it was straight up and it was honest and you know, and you said your thing, and then the response from everybody else, you know, has been fantastic to this post. But where are you now with this? Like what are your feelings? One, with what the person said. Two, with how you're now going to deal with this stuff in the future. Like posting here's what I want to know. Did posting the comment and your reply and looking at the feedback, did it make you feel better, or are you sort of now maybe regretting even doing that?
Yeah, you know, you're right. I was sitting on it for a while. Like, do I post this? Because I think there's one thing about making fun of someone or making a comment and saying, oh, you don't look great, or you don't look fat. But the thing here is that the imperfection that I do have, that loose skin, that it's real, and it's something that I've lived with because I've had kids, and it's been a struggle for a lot of moms, including me. And I think that's what hit me the hardest. And I was like, do I post this to show to other women that this exists, this really happens? And the thing is, I haven't read the comments yet. I'm scared to read the comments. I don't know what that means. Am I expecting more negative comments? How am I sitting on this? You're right. I don't know how I'm sitting on this. And does this mean I should be having this conversation? Yeah, I should be. I mean, what is social media for? Do we need to use it in a way that you can have these moments where women can relate to you, even men, right? Yeah. But I think that's what hit me so hard with this one. Is like, I let go of other comments. You get it all the time. But this one, they found it. They found that imperfection and called me out on it.
If there's anything you could say, Sangeeta Patel, if there's anything you can say to any woman listening, especially a young girl that's listening right now, that may have to deal with these kind of comments, whether they've dealt with it in the past or you know it's going to happen to them one day, what would you say?
It's not easy. And, you know, the whole thing about loving yourself, it's a journey to figure out that. I'm 40 and now I'm embracing myself. It takes time to understand, to believe in yourself, especially when you're surrounded by negativity. Embracing your imperfections, that loose skin, your stretch marks for mothers, like, let that happen. And for young girls, it's a tough journey, but you really do have to believe in yourself and surround yourself with positive people. I mean, I was talking to Roz yesterday, and it was a great conversation. Then I went back to the car. I'm like, what do I do? Do I post this or not? And I came back to that negativity. So it's like you have to live outside. And one of the things I feel is that what we do is we tend to talk so negative to ourselves in our minds, and we have to stop doing that and stop listening to that voice. So that's my advice to young people, is to let that go and let it be. So it's not easy. It's not easy for girls, especially now with social media.
I'll leave you with this. One of the comments on your Instagram post said, you continue to inspire all of us out here. The most important part is you've shown us nothing is impossible, and to own and love your body. Sangeeta Patel, love. Much love to you. Thank you very much for joining us on the Roz and Mocha Show.
Love to you guys and you're everyone that's there. Thank you so much.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Kuna Matata, Billy Eichner is here.
Hey guys,
how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Billy Eichner from the new Lion King movie plays Timon. Lion King in theaters on July 18th. How pumped are you?
I'm pretty excited, except I heard Ross has never seen
Lion King.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I know, isn't that weird? And I don't know how it happened. I was just at the age of where I was a little too old when the movie came out.
What do you mean? Everyone loves Lion King. And old, young.
I lived in my apartment in Toronto. I would wake up and through my window, I would stare at the giant sign over the theater 1 block away where Lion King ran in Toronto forever, and I never bought a ticket.
Wow.
I've never seen any version. But now I'm pumped because I want this version to be my first version of Lion King.
All right, I'm up for that.
Because it looks incredible. Everybody always says, oh man, why do we got to do so many remakes, and everything's a remake or a reboot and everything else. From the first time anybody saw footage of what you guys did with this Lion King, not one single person said that about this movie.
It looks pretty spectacular. It really looks like unlike anything you've ever seen.
When did you see it?
I saw a rough cut of it a few months ago.
Okay.
Which was not finished, but I saw, a lot of it, and just the work that the designers have done. They used virtual reality. They used all different types of filmmaking techniques. It looks so real.
Yeah.
It will blow your mind.
Did you cry?
I did cry. I cried when I heard Beyonce sing "Can You Feel the Love Tonight."
Yeah?
Yeah, her voice sounds so good on it.
Like, did you hear the song in the final version of the movie or the rough cut that you saw?
I actually think I heard like the raw version that had just come in. It wasn't even properly mixed yet, and it's
The
still
raw version made you cry?
Yeah, it's her tone. You know,
Yeah,
Beyonce
of
has
course.
that tone, and mixed with that song, it's just perfect.
Nathan Lane originally played Timon. If I understand that correctly, because I've never seen Lion King.
How would you know? You're reading off Wikipedia over there.
Do you know Nathan Lane?
I do.
Yeah.
And I grew up in New York City seeing a lot of Broadway.
Sure.
And Nathan's a Broadway legend. And so I knew about Nathan as a kid even before he was in Lion King and really loved him. And so, yeah, I do know him. And he was the first person I reached out to after I got the role of Timon. And I said, look, I'm going to walk in your footsteps, which is impossible, but I'm going to do the best I can. And he wrote back and he said, what are you going to do next? Remake The Birdcage with Ryan Gosling?
Also,
not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
No, executive produced by Nathan Lane. I'm telling you, we can make that happen. No, I adore him.
What was it like working with Seth Rogen? Because your characters are interacting with each other so much on screen.
We're a pair. Yeah, Timon and Pumbaa.
Did you
Yeah.
guys do your scenes together in the recording your voice booth?
We did, and it's so rare. Usually in these movies with voiceovers, the actors record separately.
Yeah.
But we were together the whole time. Me and Seth were together. Me and Seth and Donald Glover did Hakuna Matata together. And there's so much improv, and a lot of it made it into the movie. So yeah, and that's what makes this movie feel a little different than the original, because there is a lot of improv. It feels very organic. It feels very natural. You can really feel us riffing off each other in the room. It almost doesn't feel scripted. It feels like conversation.
So again, it's The Lion King in theaters July 18th. Donald Glover, James Earl Jones returns as the voice of Mufasa. Beyonce, Jon Favreau, director. So Billy Eichner is here on the Roz and Mocha Show. And on your phone right now, does there exist a group chat with all of those names?
Beyonce won't stop texting me, and it's a little much because it's like, are you worried? You know, like, what's this going to do for my career? And I'm like, Beyonce, just settle down. Seth and I communicate a lot.
Yeah, but nobody else from the cast, like.
Well, you think I'm on a group chat with Alfre Woodard? I mean, you know, like, how much are we going to talk about? I mean, I love her, I worship her, but
like somebody may text and be like, "Yo, just got out of the voice booth. I killed it today. Can't wait till you see it in the movie."
John Oliver's also in it, and you know, we're friends. You know, I'm friends with like the comedy folks. You know, like Seth and John, but haven't had a ton of texting with James Earl Jones yet. But I think once that box office comes in, he's going to want to be all over me.
One of the most terrifying moments of my life was when years ago, when Game of Thrones was in like its maybe third or fourth season or whatever it was, I was interviewing James Earl Jones, and he was talking about how much he loved Game of Thrones. And I said something that happened at the finale of season 3. And he was only on season 1.
Oh, no.
And I spoiled Game of Thrones for James Earl Jones, and he was legit pissed at me.
Wow.
And I don't know if you can imagine what it's like to have James Earl Jones cuss you in the James Earl Jones voice for spoiling Game of Thrones.
That's fantastic.
But it was like...
I was getting yelled at by Darth Vader right
exactly, yes.
Incredible.
With Jon Favreau, because he's so amazing at doing these movies.
He really is.
But he's also so tied to the Marvel universe.
Yep.
Have you tried to figure out how you can parlay your relationship with John to then join the Marvel universe?
How many more Marvel movies do we need? Someone told me there's another Spider-Man coming out like next week.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do? What does he do? Go grocery shopping? What is there left to do? Like, I mean, I don't know how many more superhero movies we need, but John is a genius at making these big spectacles feel genuinely funny and engaging. And I thought his Jungle Book was fantastic. And he's been working so hard on The Lion King. They've been working on this for years, and I think it's really going to deliver.
How's Hakuna Matata in the movie?
It sucks. We screwed it up royally. I mean, not a laugh to be found. The singing is pitchy. Donald Glover never even showed up to record it, so they have a stand-in. Yeah, they should cut it. I'm begging them to cut it. No, I hope it's good. It's good. You know, like I said, we improvise. The song, of course, is the same. Of course. But in the middle of that song, there's lots of joking around and riffing, and a lot of that is new because it was just me and Seth and Donald in the studio, just like giving each other a hard time.
That's awesome.
So it was pretty cool.
That's awesome. I can't wait for this, man.
New Lion King
pumped.
in theaters July 18th. Billy Eichner, Timon, a.k.a. Timon, thank you very much for joining us on the Roz and Mocha Show today.
Thank you, guys.
Right on.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Dan and Maury was hanging out with the Toronto Blue Jays the other day before they had to head out to Baltimore for this road trip. Talking about Father's Day, which is on Sunday. It's always fun times when Dan and Maury gets together with the Toronto Blue Jays, only because the conversation is always awkward.
Kevin Bijou, happy Father's Day.
What do I say?
You say thanks.
Thank you.
Marcus Drummond, happy Father's Day, dude.
I'm not a father, but...
No, but you have one. Justin Smoke, how are you?
Good, how are you?
What did Daddy Spider say to Baby Spider?
I have no clue.
You spend too much time on the web.
Is that what it said?
That's the punchline of the joke.
Right, yeah, no,
Spider's web internet joke.
I definitely have you, but I'm not an internet guy, so I don't know.
I'm not an internet guy. What did the Daddy Tomato say to the Baby Tomato?
Welcome to the world.
You just go, I don't know.
I don't know.
Catch up.
Huh? Okay.
So what do your kids call you? Do they call you Daddy or do they call you Smoke Show?
No, they don't call me Smoke Show. They call me Daddy. Yeah, no Smoke Show.
Marcus, let me ask you this, because I have so many songs I love singing with my dad. What's like a song you always sang with your dad?
I don't know, man.
Right.
Not much, man. Can't really think of anything, to be honest.
Okay. Danny Jensen, how are you?
Yeah.
First of all, do your best impression of your dad.
My dad would always be like, Dan, how you doing, Dan?
Can you do an impression of your dad?
That's him, yeah. He does that a lot, yeah.
When did you realize your dad was a hero?
Is he a hero? Maybe I haven't realized it yet.
Okay, before I let you go, quick Father's Day gift idea for you. Get him some mushrooms and call him a fun guy.
That's funny.
Aaron Sanchez, happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
And you are a daddy.
I am a father, yes.
What makes you an awesome dad?
I have the most fun ever.
When did you realize that being a father was a crap ton of work?
The day he came out.
And we'll end with you just saying, I love you, Dad. Happy Father's Day.
I love you, Dad. Happy Father's Day. I love you, Dad. Happy Father's Day.
I love you, Dad. Happy Father's Day.
I just want to say I love you and happy Father's Day.
I love you, Dad. Happy Father's Day. Thank you for everything you've ever done.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, it's Roz and Mocha. What's your name?
Hi, it's Tixiana.
Oh, Tixiana texted just now, Roz, and said, hey, Roz, does it hurt to say, let's do the news?
Oh, does it hurt? Like physically or emotionally?
Oh, no, physically. Not emotionally.
Oh, like when I yell, let's do the news, does it hurt? Like my throat?
It sounds like you strain your voice a little bit.
No, I actually, it's never bothered me, to be honest with you.
That's funny, Maury. Maury's in the other room
Why are you
losing his
laughing?
mind.
Why are you laughing? Why is this so funny to you, Maury?
No, I just love when people call in and sort of rake you over the coals.
Oh, yeah, but
No, I'm not making fun of him. It's just because I sometimes kind of follow you along, and it hurts sometimes. So I was wondering if it hurts you.
Chair.
Yeah, it does. It's funny. There have been times where Mocha and I have both sort of fell victim to throat problems, where we'll have the flu or a cold, or when I had strep throat, it was the worst.
That was the worst, yeah.
And it's the same thing when Mocha yells. It's Friday, like there's certain times where you just can't do that. But generally, when I yell, let's do the news. I know it sounds like it's really like grating, but it's actually like it doesn't hurt. No, it's weird.
Yeah, because you do it like every three times a day or something like that, right?
Yeah. You
so
want to?
It does sound like it's
6:40, 7:40, 8:40.
Yeah. Do you want to try?
It's not going to sound as good.
Well, whatever. You know how to do this, right? You got to ask Mocha the question, and then you just give her.
Okay.
Sure. Go for it.
Hey, Mocha, are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do the news.
Come on,
Tixiana. Did that hurt?
I don't yell it out. Not really.
Okay. Do it till it almost hurts.
That's what she said.
Stop it.
No, but I don't want to hurt my throat.
You won't hurt your throat. Mocha, honestly.
Sorry, that was
honestly.
I know.
Honestly.
A little too far. I apologize.
Okay.
That's a good one. I'll give him that.
Okay, text Sienna. Come on, one more time.
Okay, hey, Milk, are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do the news!
Hey!
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
Keanu Reeves is sort of the year of Keanu, man. Even after everything the guy's done and all the success he's had, he's really had this sort of renaissance this year, resurgence this year. And a new petition at change.org is now asking Time Magazine to name Keanu Reeves as their 2019 Person of the Year.
Oh, my God.
It already has 70,000 signatures on it. So the NBA awards went down last night. Pascal Siakam captures the NBA's Most Improved Player Award.
As he should. Yo, Pascal needs to be an all-star next year. I thought he should have been this year.
Yeah.
But we need to get this man in the starting lineup for the all-star game next year.
Right. I agree.
He deserves it.
I agree.
God, this guy is so good. I love him.
Pascal Siakam from last night.
For people that know my story, they know how important my dad is. Not being able to be here today, but you know, he had this crazy dream, you know, and people back home never believed in him, and he always believed, you know, he always believed this would be possible one day, and me being here, I'm just blessed to be able to make his dream become a reality and having an opportunity to keep it alive.
And if you don't know, Pascal Siakam's dad was killed in a car accident back in 2014. If you ever get a chance to watch, I think it's on Raptors TV, Open Gym. I love that show.
Yeah.
And they did one on Pascal, and they focused a lot on his dad. It was put together like so well, dude.
Yeah. It's a crazy, tragic story, but man, that guy just captured the hearts of everyone. Masai, however, did not win Exec of the Year last night. So let's just sort of go over things here. He fired Coach of the Year. He traded the team's best scorer and made a massive midseason deal to improve the win and then to improve the team and then go on to win the championships. Not only was Masai not nominated for Exec of the Year, he didn't finish second or third. He was fourth. But it is very important. One of the details that is left out of many of these headlines is that the votes for these awards happen and finish before the playoffs start.
Okay. All right. See, that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, that I didn't know.
It doesn't go right up until the end. So the playoffs are not a factor in the voting.
So this is all based on regular season
all
stuff.
based on regular season.
So is that why, like, Nick Nurse, coach of the Raptors, didn't win
Yes.
Coach of the Year?
Yes.
Like, throughout the entire playoffs, I kept saying this man needs to be Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
With
So
everything
that's-
he's accomplished in his first year as head coach.
Keeping with this, apparently Kawhi Leonard has a tentative deal scheduled on July 2nd with the Clippers.
What?
What? Apparently Kawhi Leonard has a tentative deal scheduled on July 2nd with the Clippers. He has a meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to go down and meet with them.
To be like, thanks, but no thanks?
I'm hoping so.
Like, I appreciate the first class tickets out here.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. I don't even think that they can do that, though. I don't know if you can fly people out. I don't know what the rules are with that. But
he's got to buy his own ticket to go out there and say no thanks?
There's a ton of billboards around LA that are all like a picture of Kawhi. And then it reads King of the North and it's like spray painted out and it just reads King of SoCal. Like they're doing a huge billboard campaign down there for it.
Are they allowed to, though?
Well, no. The thing is that the team, the Clippers management and ownership have come out to say that they have nothing to do with any of those billboards. Those are fan-driven billboards because then that would be considered
So fans got together,
tampering,
pulled their money together, to put up billboards in LA.
Okay, well, let's say a fan owns a multi-million-dollar business, and they're like, "What's that billboard cost? Like $5,000?" And they have to go for it. Draw it up. I'll sign off on that in a second.
Come on, leave our Kawhi alone.
So apparently, he's got a tentative meeting scheduled on July 2nd with the Clippers. So there you go. But the reports are anyway that Toronto is still the favorite.
If you work at a any Home Depot, anywhere in the GTA.
Yeah.
And you see Kawhi walking in, and someone's like, hey, I'm with Kawhi Leonard. We need to know where your moving boxes are. Just tell them that you're all out.
Yeah.
Okay? We have no more boxes left.
Yeah.
There's 0 moving boxes anywhere.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Can you call check a store? Every store is out.
Yeah.
There's a moving box shortage.
Yeah. No, yeah, you should do that. You should do something or kick them.
Don't
run.
kick Kawhi.
And
Don't
run.
kick Kawhi.
And
We need him.
Just kick him and run, okay?
No, we need those legs for next season.
I don't know what to do. I'd panic in that moment. I would probably kick his shin.
Run away.
So here's a clip. I want to go back to Saturday night in North Carolina for the lottery.
Okay.
And everybody crowding around the television right after the news when they pick the numbers, where the balls come out of the machine. And it's a 4-ball lottery. So it's only 4 numbers that people have to guess. So here's what went down in North Carolina.
Now it's time for game number 2, the Carolina pick 4. Check your tickets. Here we go. Good luck. First winning number 0. Second pick 4, another 0. Third pick 4, another 0. And our final pick 4 is another 0. Thanks for playing.
That's not right.
Okay. So 0, 0, 0, 0.
Those are the winning numbers?
Yeah, 2,014 people played those numbers that night.
No.
Yeah, about half of them bought $1 tickets, which got them $5,000.
Yeah.
And then the other half bought 50-cent tickets, which got them $2,500. The odds of matching all 4 numbers in the Carolina Pick 4 game is 1 in 10,000. And as it turns out, the all zeros combo is one of the more popular sets of numbers people play.
Really?
There's a lot of people that play all zeros. Yeah. The total payout of $7.8 million is the largest in the game's history. And I don't know what number somebody picked for that. Camila Cabello and her boyfriend Matthew Hussey split up.
Oh, that makes her available for Shawn Mendes.
Well, because the Senorita video just came out and it's like super hot and everything else.
Yo, those two are made to be a couple.
Yeah, and
either that or they're just fantastic actors.
And people have been saying this since the first time they worked together, that they want them to be a couple. But this is one of those things, and we had this conversation when Justin Timberlake released that video where he was like making out with a model in that video, where it's different than acting. Camila Cabello is not on a TV show, right?
Yeah.
You know, where you could say, I'm playing this character and the character falls in love and then, you know, they get married and all this stuff, right? Like, you understand that in show business. But I think it's super weird that if you are in a relationship like Justin Timberlake was or like Camila Cabello is, to do a music video where it's Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes, you're not like Mitch Long and, you know, Carrie Jones. You're not playing characters. It's clearly Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello.
Yeah.
So when you do a video where it's like super wicked hot,
yeah,
to me,
if I were her boyfriend, I'd be upset too.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
It's just wrong.
Yeah. Why don't you do a video where, like, you guys just get given high fives?
Yeah, it's super disrespectful. You're not playing a character. You are you in that video, Camila Cabello, like, getting it on with Shawn Mendes.
Oof. I'd be pissed if I was her boyfriend.
I would be pissed.
Right?
100%. I get you're trying to sell records and everything else, but anyway. So apparently Camila Cabello.
It's a good video, though.
And Matthew Huss. It's a great video.
Shout out to Shawn Mendes.
It's worth having your boyfriend dump you over it, too. Camila Cabello has asked fans to stop causing, quote, more pain after her split from her boyfriend. This is what fans of pop stars do, right? It's like, she was with Matthew Hussey, and then they split, and then for some reason, her fans then attack Matthew Hussey. Because that's the way pop fans are.
They're attacking him?
Yes.
Oh, that's
so
not nice.
she says to my fans, if you really love me, please do not send people I love and care about hateful things. You doing this really hurts me, and it's so unnecessary and heavy and damaging to add more pain. There's a real person behind your tweets. You spamming them with hateful, insensitive things is really not funny and causing all of us pain, and it doesn't reflect the values that I talk about. So I guess Hussey's social media pages were flooded with
oh man, that's not nice.
Brutality after they broke up. So There's that. Where are we here? Wayfair workers are set to walk off the job in protest.
Oh, my God.
Today, workers are demanding that Wayfair cease all current and future business with contractors who are operating detention centers. Organizers under the newly formed group Wayfair Walkout, workers are demanding that Wayfair Furniture cease all current and future business with contractors operating detention centers and establish an ethics code that, quote, empowers employees to act in accordance with Wayfair's core values. The group sent the letter to the company's leadership last week, signed by 547 employees, calling for an end to operations that furnish the detention centers. The company came back with a statement, and they responded by saying that they would not stop providing furniture to the detention centers, which have come under sharp criticism for their unsafe and dangerous conditions. So basically, Wayfair is giving the beds in the detention centers. They're selling them the beds, and employees are like, yo, what are you doing?
And now they're going to stop working.
And now they're going to walk out.
Can I tell you, for a couple of weeks now, my wife, because we use Wayfair all the time.
Yeah.
And my wife has been like, not agonizing, but like really being picky about which side tables she wants from Wayfair.
Yeah.
Last night, she finds the one that she just loves.
Yeah.
She hits order, send, gets her confirmation email that says, will be delivered on Thursday.
Yeah.
Legit, I swear, as soon as she got that email,
yeah,
less than 5 minutes later, we see the news story that the workers are walking out.
Yeah, because of the detention center beds.
Because of all that.
I know. It's tough.
I was like,
it's
what
tough.
are the odds that happened?
I know.
She just hit send.
I know. It's tough. Messiah Jury did a huge press conference yesterday talking about everything from the altercation with that officer during the finals in California to Kyle Lowry to Kawhi Leonard. Now, what is the latest between Masai and Kawhi Leonard? They did have a meeting.
I've had very good meetings with him the last few days, and yes, he's told me. And honestly, I'd rather keep that conversation between me and Kawhi for now, and for me, they've been positive, and he challenges me the same way that I challenge him. The goal is the same, and I appreciate that.
Positively good, or it's positive he's not coming back?
Like we're gonna break up on good terms? Like we're gonna
we'll
split but still be friends? And how does Masai feel about all the attention that Kawhi Leonard has been getting? I mean, people are shooting pictures of him at Home Depot, getting moving boxes, pictures of him and his kid falling asleep at the Jays game. Like, there's a lot of heat on this guy.
There's sometimes you want your private space, and that's understandable with everybody in life. But I know he does understand. He doesn't complain. But I do think people should respect a person's space.
There you go, right?
Oh, we have time for one more. I want to play this. I missed when he's talking about the Leafs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the other thing is, man, why you got to do that? So I was with Masai all the way through his press conference. This man is a genius. I love him. Please don't leave. All this stuff. And then he goes and guarantees a Leafs win.
Oh, no.
I do think that we're lucky in a place like Canada that there's room for baseball, there's room for basketball, there's room for hockey, there's room for soccer. And I remember here 6 years ago, 5 years ago, we were talking about can any team here ever win a championship again? The soccer team does. The basketball team has, and I guarantee you the hockey team will. Guarantee they will. That's just how sports is. Sports comes around. Okay, everybody thinks it's doomsday and this is not going to happen. It all comes around.
Oh no,
bro.
Thanks, Masai.
Oh my God! So in downtown Vancouver, there's a furniture store called Lloyd Bruce Home Collections. And they're looking for 2 chairs that were stolen out of this furniture store.
Oh, okay.
And police are involved because the 2 chairs that were stolen were specifically targeted by the thieves.
Okay, why?
The 2 chairs that were stolen are designed by Roberto Cavalli.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The 2 chairs that were stolen are $37,800 a piece.
Sorry, say it again?
The 2 chairs that were stolen are $37,800 apiece.
Okay, come on. Like, who would want to buy those?
Who would want to buy a $40,000 Roberto Cavalli chair?
I mean, when you say it like that, it sounds pretty boss.
So The Office is leaving Netflix in 2020.
Hold on, what?
So NBC has started their own streaming service that's going to launch in 2021. And there was a deal in place that had The Office on Netflix. That deal expires in 2020. And so they held an auction of who wants the future rights to The Office. And NBC won the rights for their streaming service. And they paid $100 million per year.
Hold on, what?
They paid $100 million per year to stream The Office. And I think it's a 5-year deal. But you still have until next year to watch all of the episodes of The Office while it's on Netflix.
And
that's a lot of money to pay for a show that's been on Netflix for years.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Wait, but why does NBC who are they paying that money to? Because don't they own The Office?
No, it's owned by the people who produce.
Oh, right.
Yes,
yeah.
so it's a different branch.
Okay.
Basically, and they hold an auction and they still got to buy it. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the way that deal goes. But oh my God,
speaking of auction,
it's a lot of money.
I just watched the other night on Netflix, ironically, the episode when they held the Crime Aid auction for Bruce Springsteen concerts, for Bruce Springsteen concert tickets and backstage passes.
Yeah, it's the best. It's such a good episode. Only 9% of people, Maury, say that social media has made a positive impact on their life. Is
that why you so depressed today?
Come on in, Maury. Good morning.
Good morning. But when you say a positive impact,
I'm not explaining what positive means.
No, let me explain it to you.
Okay.
Like something in the world, like a change, a charity, something good.
What do you mean?
Like not just personal, right? Like positive impact means something globally, right?
No. A positive impact on how people interact with each other.
Oh.
That's why you're so sad today?
No.
So according to a new survey, only 9% of people say that social media has had a positive impact on how people interact with each other. And 63% say that it's actually made it worse.
Oh, boy.
And the responses were regardless of people's age, gender, or race. So this is overall humans, 9%.
I mean, life would be better if there wasn't social media.
Yeah, I agree.
Roz and Mocha Q&A.
It's now time for Ask Roz and Mocha. Thank you very much if you submitted a question through Instagram at Kiss925. That's where we post a picture every Wednesday. And we, of course, invite one of you to join us to ask your question live. How are you, Ash?
Good. How are you, Mocha?
Doing great. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks.
Where are you from, Ash?
I live in Brampton.
In Brampton, just outside of Toronto, in case you're listening from somewhere outside of Toronto as well. How old are you?
I'm 26.
What do you do for a living?
I'm in communications, and I work for a nonprofit organization.
What does that mean, you're in communications?
I am a communications officer, so we literally do all the communications. So for the events, we do all the writing.
But what does that mean, communications, though? I never understood, because me and Mocha are in communications.
Yeah.
We actually,
True, yes.
But what does communications mean
So
for
you guys are a bit more media.
Oh, okay. So I'm
is
it like PR?
Stuff. No, well, a bit of it because we are a super small organization. Yeah. So I do all the social media for the organization. Cool. Also, because we are a small organization, we need a lot of sponsors. Mm-hmm. So we do a lot of the sponsorship packages to get huge donors to give us money.
Cool. Oh, okay. So what's your question? You're not asking for money, are you?
No.
Oh, okay.
unless you want to give.
What is your question, Ash?
My question is, it's mainly for Roz, but then it'll go to Mocha as well. Does Roxy ever ask about her grandpa, and how do you deal with telling a child about a person who's impacted you, but they have passed on?
Yeah, it's a difficult. Is this out of the blue, or are you also dealing with the same sort of situation?
Kind of the
same, but I don't have children of my own. It's my niece and nephew.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And they're asking about who?
They're asking, so my grandma passed away in February, and then an aunt passed away in April.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah, it's not, geez, I mean, trying to educate a kid about, somebody who has meant a lot to you that is dead is both heartbreaking and hysterical all at the same time, because kids don't understand death, really, right? Like, why should they? You shield them from all of that. But Roxy knew from a very, very early age that my dad was dead. And it's a different conversation in our house because we're not a religious family. So there's no heaven. There's no, he's looking down on us. There's like that part of the sort of dealing with death doesn't exist for us. So when somebody's dead, they're just dead. Right. And but what that sort of thing leads to is Rox and I were talking one day. We were sitting outside, and I was sitting on we have this little wall that's beside the front door, and we were both sitting there, and she's like, don't lean back too far. And I go, don't lean back too far, you're gonna fall. She goes, I'm not gonna fall. And I'm like, well, I might fall and crack my head open. She's like, and then you die just like your dad.
Oh,
right?
no!
And I go, Rox, I go, come on, man. I'm like, I'm not gonna die. And I'm like, I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna leave you. She's like, your dad left you.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
And I'm like, yeah, true. All of this is true. So the conversations about death that we have were always very, very frank from the very beginning. But I will say,
not like on purpose.
No,
though.
but not on purpose.
Like he didn't die
right?
on purpose.
No,
because he wanted to get away from you.
No, no, and so what winds up happening is I am just always constantly talking about my dad in the house. Right? So she rarely asks questions about him because anytime there's a situation or anytime there's a life lesson or anytime there's a joke or anytime somebody does something that reminds me of my dad, I always say it, right? So my dad and sort of how he was is a very constant part of our lives. And so it's not a weird thing for her to ask me any questions about it. It's not a weird thing for her to sort of ever bring it up because it's not something that we don't talk about. Like he's just always mentioned, like always mentioned. Catherine will say something to Roxy and I'll be like, my dad said that to me every single day. Like it's that kind of thing, right? Where I'm just always referencing him. So he's always a reference, right? And when you keep somebody sort of in the family that's died as a reference point, it sort of anchors their place in the home. And there's so many things within our family and within our home that my dad is anchored to.
Yeah.
And he always will be. And I've made a point to sort of do that. And so it's an ongoing conversation. It's not one conversation. It's an ongoing just dialogue and remembrance. But, it sucks that she'll never get to meet him. Like that hurts like hell for me because he would have loved her and she would have loved him and everything else. But, what are you going to do? All dads die, right? Mm-hmm. That's sort of the reality of the world. And, you just sort of deal. But I choose to just sort of keep him as a constant anchor in the household rather than, having it be something that's a little touchy to talk about. I would never want her to feel that bringing up my dad would make me upset. And therefore, so she wouldn't bring it up. I never want that to be the sort of point of reference for him.
Does that help, Ash?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah?
Right,
okay.
Cool. Thanks very much for joining us on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Right
and I just
on.
want to say that when my grandma and my aunt passed away, you guys on the podcast really helped me get through that.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Love you.
Okay.
Bye.
We love you too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, now for a real serious question.
Oh, no. It's more serious than dead dads?
Yeah, M. Piazza 80 asks, my question is, what is a proper etiquette for how long to wait to hold the door open for someone? Question. When I drop my kids off at school, sometimes either someone is behind me or in front of me by a couple of steps, and I usually wait to hold the door open. But how long do you actually hold the door before you just pass through it instead of keeping it open for that person?
2 people.
2 people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
2 people.
That's fair. And then, like, if there's a third person, you'd be like, yo, you got this?
Yeah, 2 people. What do you say more?
I'm like if I'm walking through,
if you're walking through and somebody's behind you and then you hold the door.
But I don't really. I sort of push the door with my fingers. You either
So you
catch
go
it or you
through
don't.
and then you hold the door open with your arm so that they can catch the door.
Yeah, but I kind of just push the door a little bit more, and you're either going to catch it or you're not.
Oh, so your hand doesn't actually stay on the door as they make contact with the door.
No.
I'm gonna spin this another way because I get troubled with this one. It's not necessarily I don't mind holding the door because somebody's gonna come. You're just gonna let it go and somebody else is gonna hold it.
Yeah.
Here's the question that I have, and I'll play it off this question here.
Okay.
When you are walking through a door
Yes.
and you notice somebody behind you,
Yeah.
what is the minimum distance they need to be before you stay and hold the door for them? If they're 10 feet behind you,
arm's length,
are you stopping and holding the door and then letting them do that run where they're not really running?
They do the,
but
the light jog?
The light jog to the
No,
door
I'm
and
not
then
gonna
say
hold the door
thank
open
you?
at that point, no.
So what's the distance then? They have to be right behind you or
Arm's
let's say 6 feet.
I'd say 5 is the minimum.
Five is the
Yeah,
minimum.
5 is the minimum.
Okay.
If you make eye contact with the person that's 10 feet away, then you're stuck.
Right, because what I don't like is when I'm going through a door,
Yeah.
right? And this has happened multiple times. I'm about to go through a door and I open the door, and as I'm opening the door, I look behind me. And behind me, I see somebody who's 20 feet away.
Yeah.
I make eye contact and they start jogging.
Yeah. Okay. So at that point, if somebody starts jogging to catch the door, you have to stand there and hold the door open.
Thank you. But people do that all the time.
I like
If
holding
you-
doors open for people. I don't mind. But yes, if you're too far, then I will whip the door as far open as possible. If you catch it, you catch it. If not, then whatever. But
right.
if you start jogging and
Yeah.
I notice,
You gotta hold, you gotta
then
stay.
I gotta stay, and I'm gonna keep that door open. for you. Yeah.
You get pissed if they don't say thank you?
No. I mean, you know what though? Like I would say majority of the time when I hold the door open for people, they always say
do.
thanks.
Yeah.
People always say that.
Yeah.
Even if I go through a door that someone's holding for me, or if they try to hold it open and then like you get into the the coffee shop, right? And they're like, "Oh man, sorry." I'll be like, "Oh, whatever, it's okay. I
Yes.
appreciate it anyway."
Yes, exactly. But that's a tough one when you make eye contact and you see them run.
Yeah.
You gotta stay.
You have to. You
Okay, next question, Mocha.
Sebastian asks, what food/product would you go and stock up on if they announced they weren't making it anymore?
Oh, jeez. Mayo.
Yeah?
Yeah, mayo or my
Yeah, you
favorite.
love mayo.
Mayo or, but anyway, there's a lot of hot, because mayo is specific, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can't just say hot sauce because there's 75 companies that make hot sauce and I like all of them.
Yeah, but you could make mayo
So-
at home.
What's that?
You could make mayo if you really wanted to.
Who the hell wants to make mayo?
Right?
Yeah, I guess you could. Okay, so what product then?
Popcorn.
But what do you mean? Then there would have to be no more corn.
Yeah.
And I was also going to say like cheddar cheese.
But multiple companies make cheddar cheese.
Yeah.
Like,
so for
it has to be a
me-
specific product. Like if you
Okay.
said Pop-Tarts,
Right. Yeah.
I would understand. That's a specific thing.
So I would say if the Maynard's company stopped making Swedish berries,
yes,
then I would go and load up on that.
That's a great
For me,
answer.
it's glossettes.
That's a great glossettes. Really?
I go to Bulk Barn after I'm done at the gym almost every week and fill up a bag with glossettes so it lasts me several days.
Glossette raisins or peanuts?
Raisins.
Raisins.
Okay, but hold on a second. You could essentially still go to Bulk Barn and buy a bunch of chocolate and a bunch of raisins
God, who
and
wants
eat
to
those
do
together.
that?
Are you
right?
serious right now?
No, but it's a different flavor though when you put it together. It's just like in the Reese peanut butter cups, right?
Yeah.
That is like no peanut butter that you could buy in any jar.
Oh yeah, no, it's
You know,
manufactured.
it's a very specific peanut butter. That's like saying if Reese cups went out of business, well, you can just make your own. Just spread peanut butter on chocolate. It's not the same. It's a very specific flavor.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, geez,
Like
'cause
malt balls.
Yeah, because I don't eat snacks. Like I don't eat candy. I don't eat
Maltesers.
I don't eat those. I think maybe if President's Choice said that they were going to get rid of their loads of ketchup chips, I might go and stock up on them.
You know, I don't like ketchup chips.
Yeah. You don't?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
See, because I don't like ketchup, but I love ketchup chips. I hate
this-
pickles, but I love dill pickle chips.
I
This
like-
happened though.
I
to-
like ketchup, but I don't like ketchup chips. I don't know why.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
I was just going to say this happened. There was a tea that I loved, and David's Tea stopped stocking it.
Yeah.
And you can't get it anymore.
That's the worst. That happened to actually me with chips. And I always think that when a product is very popular and then they pull it from the shelves with no explanation, that it's because they realize that it like causes cancer or something like this, and then they're not going to sell it anymore.
The reason
right?
was this one was it's mulberry
Otherwise,
magic,
why?
and they said that due to a drought or something in India, that tea is not growing well.
Oh, that could be a thing, though.
Yeah, like then grow it here.
Well, you can't, man. It costs too much money. You need those little Indian children to deal with the leaves. Right.
Mayokai asks, anyone ever call in saying Roz was their favorite because he was white?
No, but a lot of people call up and say that you're their favorite because they're brown.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah, how
we get
would
a lot of that.
That conversation would be kind of awkward, huh? Like if somebody called in and said, hey, my name is Mayokai and I like Roz because he's white.
Yeah.
I don't think that would go over very well.
It's interesting, though. It's interesting how we've had many, many, many people call up. Many people call up and say that you're their favorite, and then we'll be like, why? And they'll be like, because brown guys got to stick together. And then it's a laugh. We have a good time, and you talk about Scarborough, and then you say something funny, right? Or I'm going with Mocha only because, I'm brown. Or I like Mocha because he's brown. And it's always like, just like, it's comedy at that point.
Yeah.
But if we had somebody on the phone where they were like, I'm picking Roz, white guys got to stick together, nobody would laugh. Nobody would find that funny.
No, I call the police.
Yeah, it's interesting. No,
Would you accept that vote?
What's that?
Would you take the vote?
At this point, Maureen, I'm taking all the votes. Okay, I'm like Donald Trump. I know all the help I can get. You want to endorse me? Okay, I'm not gonna go on your webpage and figure out your history.
Okay, I don't know what is going through John's mind with this question.
Okay,
if you had to live and witness one of Dammit Maury's most disgusting habits every day for the rest of your lives, but never have to deal with any of the other ones ever, which one would you choose? For example, how he picks his boogers and wipes them on his underwear.
If I had to constantly watch one of Maury's disgusting habits in order to be able to never see any of them ever again, is that the question, basically?
Yeah.
Sort of like that?
For me, at least the least disgusting would be when he picks his belly button or he goes digging for belly button lint. I think that one is probably, out of all the disgusting things that you do and are, that's the least.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that. I might go with that one too, because it's pretty just generic and nothing ever really comes out other than lint.
Yeah.
If I could, I would watch Maury pick his belly button lint every day to never watch Maury eat ever again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're a disgusting eater.
How am I a disgusting eater?
The sound. Yeah, the sound.
And you don't always chew with your mouth closed either.
No, the sound. But yeah, what do you think your worst habit is, Maur?
I'd say picking my nose.
Picking your nose is your
That's
worst.
your worst habit?
Well, I've picked this side, my right side, so much that now my nose doesn't breathe properly.
Right. Like, how deep do you go up in there?
But I go this way.
Yeah.
Like I go the opposite way.
What do you mean the opposite
With your right hand?
I usually do this.
Oh, you use your left index finger to pick your right nostril.
I really only pick my nose with my right hand.
But
my left doesn't get a lot of nose action.
Yeah, but for some reason, I guess I've spread my nose hole so much that now it doesn't. When I go, it doesn't go in.
Genetics spread your nose holes that big, Maureen. Okay. Us white guys, huh, Maur?
Hey, you gotta stick together.
Gotta stick together.
Jenny asks this question: what part of your daily routine makes you the happiest?
Oh, sleep.
Going to sleep or waking up from a sleep?
My favorite thing is when I lie down, like that moment when you just lie down, stretch,
sink.
Oh, so right before you fall asleep.
That is a really, really great
I was also
moment.
going to say, or when you wake up on the couch and realize you still have several hours of sleep and then you go back to the bed.
Yeah, that is... Yeah.
Wow, that's a you exclusive.
Yeah. What moment of the day makes you the happiest, Mocha?
No, what part of your daily routine?
Yeah, so what part of your daily routine makes you the happiest? Yeah.
Number one is when I'm driving to work, and it's very rare, but I hit every single green light on the way.
Yeah. It's a victory. It's a sweet victory.
The other part of my daily routine that I absolutely love, rubbing lotion on my skin after a shower.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's super weird.
I just love having soft, moisturized skin.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Do you have to fully dry off, or do you can sometimes put that on wet skin?
No, I dry
I
myself.
imagine that's too slippery on wet skin.
The cream now that's for wet skin.
Oh, I've tried that. I don't like it.
No, doesn't.
So after I shower and I dry myself off, I just lotion up my whole body.
Really?
I'm surprised you didn't do the whole Q-tip in the ear thing because you've said before how much you love
I
Q-tipping.
love that, yeah. But when we're talking about the daily routine that makes me the happiest,
Yeah.
lotion on the skin.
Yeah, that's a good one.
How about when your Uber Eats arrives? That's a cool daily routine.
And you wonder why you're so broke because you're paying $27 for ice cream every day.
So true.
I don't know if I have one. I mean, I like when I get home at the end of the day and the girls are there.
Oh, isn't yours sitting on the toilet?
I mean, that is where I'm. Yeah, I mean, yeah. No, that's where I'm most content. I don't know if that's where if it's a source of happiness. I like wasting time in the bathroom. I like just sitting there and doing nothing. I'll bring a phone in or a coffee in or a can of cider or whatever it is, and sometimes I'll just hang out. And then you realize it's an hour. I sat on the toilet for an hour Saturday morning.
An hour?
An hour. Yeah, 1 hour.
Didn't you lose feeling in your legs?
No, I put it up on the bench. Whenever I lose one of the feelings in one of my legs, like the thing where you put like it's a little thing under the sink.
But then you're planking your toilet at that point.
No, it's like a footrest, right? It's like imagine sitting on the toilet. Imagine sitting on the toilet, right?
Yeah.
With like your feet stretched out and your legs crossed on like a bench in front of you.
Like you're relaxing.
Like I'm relaxing.
At that point, you're just relaxing with no pants on.
Right. Yeah. No, but my pants are still around the ankles. Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes the cat will even come in and lie on my legs.
Now, are you wearing jeans at this point or shorts or track pants? Can you remember?
No, probably. I think on the weekend it was just undies.
Okay.
Because I think I woke up and I put a t-shirt on and undies.
But did anyone,
and I just went upstairs
was anybody else home?
Yeah, Roxy was up.
Did she ask like, "Hey, Dad, are you okay? You've been in there for an hour."
No, because I'm in there every weekend for an hour.
So did they know if they need to ask you something to just knock on the door and speak through the door?
Knock? All right, I live with a 9-year-old.
Just opens the door.
The door just swings open. The door just swings open. No, I will spend a minimum on a Saturday morning. I'll get up, I'll make a coffee, I'll go into the bathroom, and I will be in there a minimum of 45 minutes.
See, at this point,
minimum 45 minutes.
You ever bring a laptop in there?
No, I got my phone.
But why don't you have your coffee maker in the bathroom then at this point?
No. I go to the kitchen. I'm not savage, Maury.
It's not an animal.
Can I add one more thing to this list?
Yeah.
Tickling doing the tickly thing on my chest.
Tickling your own chest?
Yeah.
That's weird, dude.
That's part of your daily routine?
Yeah, I'll
your
do
daily so you're telling me every single day
in the morning.
Every single day,
I'll
you tickle
daydream.
your own chest.
I daydream in front of the mirror while tickling my own chest before I go into the shower.
What are you daydreaming of?
Like just thinking about, I just randomly.
No. Specifically.
Like what I have to do that day or.
You just stand in front of the mirror, shirtless, tickling your own chest?
Thinking.
Wait, are you shirtless or are you completely naked?
Completely naked.
So, for example, this morning, you're standing there completely naked.
Tickling your own chest.
And what was going through your mind?
I think at that point it was just like, they're coming to check the pipes today.
That's the weirdest thing
I
ever,
probably should contextualize that.
It should what?
Put that in context.
Jesus, man.
Christine asks, what is your favorite way to eat potatoes? Hers is baked.
Are we including fries?
Oh, I guess so. I mean, potatoes.
Let's just say we'll include fries the first time and then we'll exclude fries for the second.
Because I would say fries is number one.
Absolutely,
right?
fries is number one.
So now let's discount fries.
Thank you. Okay, so now we're left with mash, roasted, baked, boiled,
raw.
Nobody eats potatoes raw.
No, I'm just adding to the list.
No, potato salad, I'd even put in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we take French fries off the list.
I say for me, it's mashed.
Mash.
Mashed or gravy all day.
Mashed with lots of butter, corn, and lumps.
Yeah. Yeah, mash is great.
Like with some of the skin still there.
Mash is really, really great. I started making fondant potatoes. Have you ever made those?
No.
Fondant potatoes, there's tons of recipes online. Where they are, you take a whole potato, you peel it, and you saw off the end so it can stand upright. Okay. And then you cut it in half. So you have 2 pieces of a long potato that are about 1.5 inches to 2 inches each, right? And they're these little cylinders. Yeah. And you get a pan and you put oil and butter in the bottom of the pan and you heat that up. And then you stand those little potatoes up and then you cook the underside of the potato and you get those all super, super crispy. Then you take the potatoes and you flip them over and then you fill the rest of that deep pan with chicken stock, butter, and you like rosemary, thyme, whatever else you want. Then you put the whole thing in the oven. And what you get is and for a long time, you got to cook fondant potatoes for a really long time. But imagine this potato, okay? Because it's cooking in stock and butter in the oven, what you get is, you know when you get a roast potato where it's that outside is just crispy, like it's crispy, crispy, crispy. So imagine these where the outside is completely crispy, but as soon as you cut into it, it's the best mashed potato you ever eat.
Yeah?
Because that's the way it comes out, right? So it's the perfect combination of a roast potato and mashed potato.
Oh my God, I'm so hungry.
And they're amazing. Those are like, I think, my favorite potatoes. And they're rich because there's so much butter and so much stock
I'm
in
going to
it.
add Portuguese potatoes to this.
What's the deal with
tiny
the Portuguese?
round potatoes?
In a can.
No.
Yeah, they're the same thing as a canned potato. They're canned potatoes. We all know that. We all know they're canned potatoes. Okay, I order from those restaurants enough times. They're canned potatoes.
Okay, Rachel Simmons asks this question.
Yeah.
If a magic spell was put upon you,
oh no,
and you had to choose a piece of furniture / appliance that you'd be turned into, what piece of furniture / appliance would you be and why? Maury, I know you have an answer for this.
Well, I'm deciding between microwave and ottoman.
One of the seats at your spin class?
Oh, good call. Good call.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's so gross.
Yeah, the shower faucet. All the pervy things, right?
I mean, I was trying to keep this clean.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Like peephole?
No, a peephole's not a thing, man. You can't become a peephole. No,
And it blinks?
You're so weird.
I don't know, like a blender maybe?
Why a blender? They're noisy. Nobody likes a blender.
Because I'm loud.
No, yeah,
I'm already loud. So me as a blender being loud and going nuts all the time wouldn't be too far off from my regular personality.
Right.
Can I be a pillow?
I guess
Because then
you
you're
could.
always like, big and fluffy.
Yeah, I would say, like, if it's not an appliance, if we can go with furniture, I'm going to go with the couch because everybody's comfy on the couch.
Yeah, but
and
everyone farts, so then everyone's going to fart on you.
Nah, I don't mind. I fart on it more than anybody else anyway, so I'd be shooting it back up at them. Because I think that people they're at their best and they're most relaxed and they cuddle and it's the place that you love at the end of a hard day. Like, I would like being that thing for my family. I would like to sort of still embrace them as the family couch.
But people like make out on you?
Like who?
No, but if you
It's
are
my
the couch. But then Catherine's going to move on because you're now the couch.
Catherine's going to move on?
Well, like
the spell only just happened.
She's already making out on you.
So what? Like Catherine's already got a new boyfriend over, sitting on the Ross couch, making out. The Ross couch is like farting all over the place. Okay. Every Wednesday, you'll see on Instagram at Kiss925 a picture that reads Ask Roz and Mocha. All you got to do in the comment section is ask your question there. And on the following week's podcast, we'll try to answer as many as we can and always invite one of you to join us on the podcast to ask your question live. Wherever it is you get the Roz and Mocha Show podcast from, share it with your friends, leave a review, leave a rating, and thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Powered by Air Transat. Catch the guys live weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
Kiss925.com
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.